Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Clusterjunk podcast. Today is episode 17, possibly.
Yes.
Yes. As always, we are here to talk about gaming news and what we've been up to during the week. And today we are joined again by Apple Babble. Your name is now? I don't remember.
It's Apple Julius. Yeah.
Apple Julius, actually. Jeez,
Apple
God,
Julius.
can't even remember my name.
Not a derivation of Julius Caesar, of course.
I love that skeleton that he just posted it in Skype. Now that you have to put it in the podcast now,
Why
I have
would
no
you
idea
do
what you're
this
talking
to me,
about.
Tom?
Being speaks. So fucking dumb.
I know. I've
Why?
been spooked. I can feel the spook just going through my spine at the moment.
So that is possibly the fastest derail that we've ever had on the podcast.
Yeah. We weren't even like 20 seconds in and already spooky,
You've been
scary
spooked.
skeletons. Yeah. Oh boy.
So as always, we are joined by TheFreelyGaming and 1000 Colors and myself, the OG Nerd.
How are you?
Hello, everyone. It's been a while since the Glorious Leader's been on a podcast, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Possibly.
think. I don't know.
Idiots.
Oh. Yeah,
The,
Cameron's dead.
Yeah. Cameron is officially dead, and Beat is moving into his new house and going to be hosting all of our games soon.
With fiber optics.
Ooh.
Fiber optics in Australia, I didn't think it was possible.
It could be one
It
day.
is, but
Wait, really?
well, Beat's doing it. But then again, it's like a new house. That's the thing.
That bastard.
So yeah, lucky him.
It's a new house design.
Cameron
purely
isn't
for-
dead. He's training to become a CSGO pro.
Yeah.
He's on to bigger and better things.
Yeah, he's trying to make all
CS:GO
them CS dollars.
Get all those weapon skins.
He's grinding for the weapons just
Yeah.
to sell them in the Steam auction house.
Yeah.
He's going to make his millions in Steam in CS.
Yeah. Imagine
He'll
doing
come
that
back.
for a job, just selling stuff.
I've
From
seen a couple of
CS.
weapons on like the Steam store that go for like 1,000 for like one of the more premium type weapons. Like I can't remember the name of it, but geez, that's a lot to pay for like a virtual weapon.
And you know, one
Yeah.
person out there has the money to do that and just blow it all in a virtual gun.
Spoilers, you can buy a real gun with that money. What?
The thing is, a friend of mine is a TF2 pro, and he doesn't play anymore, but he used to do like TF2 trading and shit. And when he decided to quit TF2 and that, he sold like a lot of his more expensive stuff and that, and ended up earning about $1,000 selling these stuff. But the thing is, he didn't sell much. He sold about 5 items and earned $1,000.
Yeah, if you get your hands on a golden pan, that is probably going to get you a lot of money.
Why?
Golden pan for you. Well, because like golden pans are one of the most rarest things on TF2, but the reason why people buy it, I have no idea. I don't think it's that stuff.
But I mean, there has to be demand for there to be supply.
There
and
is big
for the
demand.
supply to be $1,000 or so.
Because it's that rare in the game. Because
Yeah, but does it do any? I know some of the TF2 stuff like does stuff like, you know, it's like, oh, like the Boston Basher harms you if you miss, but if you hit people it bleeds. What the fuck's so good about this golden pan? Does it
I
like
think-
end the world or something?
I think it makes people who you kill with it like golden, like the what was it, the Emmy?
The ice pick or whatever that the spy uses. So
Yeah,
if you get like a backstab as a spy and you have this one weapon, it turns them into ice. But if you hit them with this gold thing, then it turns into a
Kill
big
them.
thing of gold.
It has to kill them though. You can't just like hit people and just like then turn to gold. You have to kill
Also,
them.
it increases the E-pain by a lot. Because
Yeah.
everybody will be like, my god, who has the golden pan? Because that's what these people do.
So
I guess
turning
it's
people to gold, I'm guessing that's not useful.
I was gonna say it's kind of like the with
Yeah.
Halo 3, the recon armor, and like everyone was like, you know, that's when like fishing on like Halo 3 was a major thing because people were like, oh yeah, I can give you like recon armor to like your account if you give me like all your bank details. And people actually did it, and tons of people got ripped off. It was pretty funny because so many people are so dumb. But you know,
What's recon armor?
it's
I
like armor that can only be given by like the devs and that. So yeah, pretty much a random can't just give it to you. Like yeah, only the devs got it, and big people like in the community, like big people on the forums and that, and just some random people as well. But
the way you said forums, it was like froms.
Yeah. I tried to say forums.
Froms.
And then froms.
Like a
froms.
Froms. Derailed.
Once again.
So derailed. We should just add the whole subject to the list, you know.
Derail podcast every couple of minutes.
Yeah. Just plan something.
That could be a subject. The derailed subject.
Derailing the podcast.
At
But
least
then again, we would derail the derailing and would like get back on topic. That's a good
That's
idea.
a perfect idea then.
Yeah. You're hired. Jenkins, get that on my desk by 2 a.m. something.
Who the hell's Jenkins?
You're Jenkins now.
I'm Jenkins.
Everyone I hire is called Jenkins.
I thought I was what was the name again?
Julius Caesar?
Apple Julius, yeah. I thought it was Apple Julius Caesar. I thought it was like the king around here. And or the emperor? I think the emperor.
No, glorious leader.
Glorious leader is the king.
Well, he could be the glorious leader. I can be like the emperor.
And then
That doesn't make sense.
It does make sense, goddammit.
I'm like the, glorious peasant. Like, I'm pretty high up there, but, I don't really beat the glorious leader.
You're not the sort of person that runs into the podcast, screams glorious leader. That's the answer.
Like, I didn't, organize everything to begin with, but, whatever.
Yeah, you're like the actual peasant. Like, you do all the hard work and everyone else gets the glory.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's me.
Well, that's me in the leader respect. I'm a good leader. Things are good.
Oh, are you?
I'm sure,
Things are
what's
good
his
in
face
Whiterun.
in North Korea says that as well. Everything is good in North Korea, I think.
Everything.
And then there's like the whole country is like slums and everyone's starving to death.
Little Kim Jong's just up there, just like, everything's good in Korea today. Yes.
Everyone is happy. Everyone is well fed.
I could just imagine his diary, and it's like, today I ate 10 rabbits for lunch, all by myself. But none of that peasant rabbit food. No.
Oh, no. None of that
all
peasant.
is good in Korea.
I wonder what peasant
Dear
is.
diary, today I went on my balcony and waved to the tanks as they went past. It was a good day to be leader.
It's like, today I grabbed my belly fat and wobbled it around in the mirror. I had so much fun today. Life is good.
Just imagining it now, just like there in the mirror, just laughing to himself as he does it. Like, his advisor walks in, like sees him doing it, closes the door slowly, knocks on the door, and like Kim Jong just like covers his shirt and like pretends to be all serious again.
And he
He's like just a child at heart.
And he pretends like his belly button's a mouth or something, and he's like, "So what did you eat today, stomach?" Oh, blah 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 blah.
Or like he gets other people to like put on a puppet show, but with their bellies instead. So here's like a whole line of people just doing like a puppet show with their bellies, like rah rah rah. And they have like, little tiny belly top hats for each one of them.
And all the music is like belly slapping. So yeah, all you hear is, and then the whole time.
And then like when the show's over, he like applauds by like doing this. Just slapping his belly over and over. Rather than actually just clapping. I don't know if you heard that, by the way.
And for every formal announcement he does, he does like a King Kong or something. He's like, "Ooh, I'm leader."
I am leader. Bow down.
I am leader. Hello, tanks. Hello, Kim Jong.
And then they all do a Nazi salute to each other.
Oh,
Why
you had to
Nazi?
lower the tone of this.
Yeah.
Still fun and games until the Nazis got involved.
Oh, we
I
should
think Tom
probably.
is literally killed Sudoku.
I'm pretty sure Tom's neck has, been broken by now from all the head shaking.
He's doing like sadly in the corner.
He's just silently like dying in the corner because we broke his neck.
Oh, what? Oh, that's actually a possibility. Oh God, we're murderers.
Oh no!
Jail.
Make a
No.
run for it.
I'm too pretty for jail. You'll never take me alive.
Delete all your Skype info. I can just imagine the cops going in and checking the call thing, and it's like still running, and they're like, "Oh my gosh,
We have a homicide."
This is a Skype murder.
And then one of the guys does like one of the puns.
Yeah.
And yeah, plays in the background.
You couldn't even think of a pun. Like, my God.
Okay, what?
You do not deserve to use that.
Think of a pun right now.
Skype-related puns. Go on, then.
Quickly, everyone, think of a pun. Quickly.
Oh crap! I can't think of any.
Quickly.
I guess this is the end of the call.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really listening to what you were saying, but I kind of guessed. So
Yeah, that was a good one.
yeah, I did well. Okay, cool.
Oh.
So shall we actually get on with the podcast?
Wait, we're doing a podcast? Holy shit.
That's what it feels like every time.
All the
Before we
time.
started today, I did add a new thing to the podcast. A new little section, which is what we've been up to this week.
Which is good, because we should probably talk about that.
Yes. So, seeing as Tom hasn't spoken, Tom, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I'm at university, so that's pretty cool. I uploaded Metal Gear Solid video again, and I don't know, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
I'm going to refrain from asking Tom any questions ever again.
It's about all I got. I don't know. It's a good video.
Tom's like, I
Go
went
and
to
watch
uni.
it, I guess. I don't know. It just talks about, like Metal Gear Solid 1 and why it's amazing. But you already heard all about that, so yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then, someone less boring.
I have to watch Tom's video afterwards.
Damn,
For sure.
Everyone has to.
Apple,
Otherwise,
yeah,
I will never return to the podcast.
Oh no!
I'll be gone.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, sorry.
We'll miss all
What have you
this
been up to?
insightful input from Tom.
Shush! Everyone shush, it's my turn to speak, god damn it!
That's like the first time you've actually interrupted. Wow.
Yeah, you guys are like teaching me the value of interrupting people while they talk. I'm going to use this skill for other things, like, schoolwork. When I go to class, I'm going to interrupt the teacher every second of the day. I'm going to, be a productive member of society.
And then it's like you get
Bring
a
your
girlfriend.
thing to school day.
It's like
Run up in front of him. Me tie.
And then it's like you get a girlfriend and she's like, honey. And you're like, no, shut up, woman. It's my turn.
It's my turn to speak, god damn it. And we're doing a wedding vows. God damn it, shut up, woman. It's my turn to
The
speak.
minister's just like, wife, do you take... No, it's my turn again. Take you twice to be.
And as she's about to say I do, you're just like, nah, she does. You just say it on her behalf.
God damn it, just get it over and done with. And then, you may kiss the... I know, kiss the bride, come here.
Oh,
then-
what was it? That's a weird
You
kiss.
know? Yeah?
Sound. He's got an effects board there, just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I have an effects board everywhere I go. I have to be prepared everywhere. If there's make a joke, I need that, stereotypical laughter playing in the background, or it's not funny. I mean, it works for films and freaking TV show, so it works in real life, I think.
I could just imagine you like having this like massive backpack with like a screen on your stomach like a Teletubby, and then these like, you know, massive speakers on your shoulders, and then you've just got this little like remote or whatever that's got all these sound effects.
Anyway.
Why the TV?
Because like, you know, why not?
That made no sense.
Because he's a Slendy Dubby.
Anyways,
Okay,
It was originally gonna be like a computer, but then I was like, nah, he could be a Slendy Dubby.
And while we're playing the sounds, I can like play like, you know, some show on my TV that's actually funny.
And you could play that Slendy Tubby theme.
Oh yeah, the really loud E3.
Yeah, the really, really loud.
Really loud. Anyway, back on subject. I know it's weird going on subject, but I think, you know, it's time.
Choo-choo.
Anyway.
Straight off the rails.
I haven't been up to much this week. I have been doing a lot of uni work, doing some assignments, and there's another thing as well. Oh yeah, I've been playing Civilization nonstop. Like I think I am addicted at this point of time.
I think you are too.
I played like
get your Civilization Anonymous meeting.
If I'm on Steam, usually I'm on Civilization. I've not been playing
noticed.
any other games at all.
I'm very confused because normally I log on Steam, Apple's on Civilization. I log off at night and Apple's still on Civilization. He hasn't logged off through that entire period. I'm like, that's actually impossible.
That's all he
How?
ever does. He just plays.
Like, I had a free weekend last week, and I played Civilization since I like woke up at I think around 9 to 10ish, and I didn't like get off until 1 to 2 the next morning.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Dude.
my gosh.
That is too much.
All those nations.
Like, it's so hard to keep track of time, though. In my defense, when you're going on, you're like, oh, I'm just going to do one more turn. I'm just going to defeat this civilization because they looked at me funny. And then, like, hours go by, and you're still in that mentality of just like, actually, I think I'm just going to do this one little thing before I log off, and then, bam, it's been a whole day.
It's so ridiculous. Like, at one point, you have to look at a clock, or even look outside and be like, oh, the sun is setting. That's odd.
Or, you know, like the
Maybe
moon
he
is
does,
like
and
high
the sun
up.
is rising. So he's like, oh, it's been a couple of minutes. Cool.
I did notice at some like period during the night that I looked outside and I'm like, oh, look, there's moon out there. How long have? Holy shit! It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
I remember the first time I like stayed, like, you know, this was years ago, of course, I would have been like, you know, super young. There was one time I actually stayed on my computer for so long, and I played my Xbox for so long that it was like, you know, 6 a.m. and the sun was already rising, and I was like, holy crap. I stayed up all night.
Yeah, I do that a lot with games. Because I don't get to play them often, but when I do, I just play it for hours upon hours, and sometimes I can just play for... There was like this one session where I was really bad, like in TF2. I played for 2 days straight. Like,
Bloody
before
hell.
I didn't get off my computer for 2 whole days. Well, I did go to the toilet and, like, you know, get food and have a shower.
No, he just had a pee bottle and he just peed in the bottle.
I'm not that addicted to any game. I have self-respect, a little bit. I've got a shred of it. I've got a little tiny atom of self-respect. So I don't do that, but...
Yeah, the atom shares the line with dignity.
Well, pretty much, like, the whole 2 days I was on my computer. Then, like, I had to go outside, and I was like, my eyes, they're burning! My skin! Has it always been hot outside?
Better go back to TF2.
Better go back to TF2. And, yeah. I was really, like, compared to now, like before I was really addicted, like I would do basically 20 to 40 hours per week into Team Fortress at one point, which is like a job. Like how they used to have jobs in the 90s or something. I don't think anyone works for that much, like for actual money.
No, I all my jobs have been 40-hour weeks.
Oh,
It's a very common thing over in the UK.
Oh.
I thought it was a very common thing everywhere that was 40-hour week jobs.
Well, I've
Fuck,
never.
I want to move to Australia now.
Yeah, I thought that was a normal thing. Jeez, Apple.
Well, because like usually the jobs around here are more casual type stuff. You know, you go in there for 15 to 20 hours per week, and then you get paid for that much. Yeah, that's casual work. Part time is casual around here. They use colloquially.
Over here, casual is like, you might have 1 or 2 hours this week. You might have 20 the next week. Who knows? That's basically what they do.
For my friends, Poppy. Meow.
I don't know.
Into the microphone.
Meow. I wish I had a cat.
She's so
but
cute.
Of course.
No, she's not happy with me. She hates being picked up, so I pick her up anyway.
So, Colours, apart from abusing cats, have you been up to anything this week?
Oh.
Wait, give me a sec. I need to let my cat out of my dungeon. I mean my bedroom.
Oh, now she's out of here.
The cat has been released. It knows sweet freedom.
The cat's out of the bag. The bum. No.
Okay, yeah, my cat ran away.
Did you hear that pun that I just made right there?
Yeah, the cat's out of the bag. It was so bad.
I liked it.
Good job.
Yes! One person. Success. Major success.
But yeah, I've started new playthroughs. I started State of Decay Lifeline like 2 weeks ago, and then Darkest Dungeon a few days ago. And I have been, I finally set up everything on my desk and my TV and everything, so I've just been playing lots of Last of Us. Is good.
Oh, look at you being productive.
I'm really enjoying it.
The Last of Us?
No, I've already played it through twice. So this is my third time. And then I want to do the remastered version as well, because I love the game so much. I don't know how you can do that. I love the game so much.
I don't get it. It's a story-based game. How can you complete it more than once?
Yeah, but it's like, I just really love the game so much. It's not like I play it every day over and over. Like, I haven't played it for months now. Probably like 6 months. But, yeah. I loved it so much that I played it twice, and then, you know, I took a massive break because there's no point in finishing it again, except for the Let's Play, so... Yeah, now I'm finishing it for the Let's Play, and I want to try the remastered version, so... Especially with the new features and that in the remastered version, you can get some pretty cool pictures and videos from it, so...
We should play online.
If it's so fun.
I haven't played
the online's pretty okay, actually.
I played
quite enjoyed my time there.
Yeah,
Are there still people playing it?
Probably.
I played PS3 on release, so...
Yeah, because I've heard good things.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. I didn't expect much, but yeah, I actually ended up having a lot of fun with it, even like by myself with a bunch of strangers. But yeah.
My problem is that you need communication, and when I was playing it on like PS3 on release and stuff, I always felt that obviously I was playing with the public, and the other guys always felt like they were a lot more communicated because they were moving as a small group. My team was just everywhere. It was like, oh look, Jim over there died. Shit, so they're over there as a 4.
I must have been like on the other team then. I would have been on the like organized team because yeah, like even though we didn't have mics or anything, for some reason we all read each other's mind and we actually worked together really well, and we always won. So I thought that was normal.
I never won a game.
I'm probably gonna be the same. Like, if there's anything. Well, wait, which game are you playing? Talking about again?
Last of Us.
You
forgot.
Oh, I thought it was Civ 5.
I got Civ 5 on my brain. I thought we were talking about Civ 5 for a second. I was like, oh yeah, I play Rome. Don't know if you heard of it.
Oh, you
but,
know, like Rome with like all the all the zombies and stuff in it.
You guys just have to buy more catapults, man. You just have to like attack them more sooner, and then you might not lose.
You just gotta fight the barbarians, man.
Yeah, man. You have to hold off the barbarians, secure your second and third by turn 60, and build up that national college, and just pump out all those units, and you got that thing in the bag, yo.
Those pro strats.
Pro strats.
An exciting thing. I got my first sub in 3 weeks.
I got this up as well, actually.
I have stagnated so badly for the past month or so. It's abysmal, and it makes me sad.
I've been stagnated for half a year or
but
so.
Yeah, that's why I'm not complaining, because there's others worse off than me.
I've had 80 subscribers for years. I've only had a small boost. I think about a couple months ago. I think about 4 months before I met Brownie, I had a 10 subscriber boost, which kind of just died in the next few months. So I was like, oh, the most heartbreaking thing ever when they slowly leave, and you see you have 90 subs, but over time it was 89. Next day 87. I'm like, shit, no, please stop leaving.
I'm doing pretty well.
Oh,
we know,
good.
but
I
also
don't even upload.
But also you have stopped doing Let's Plays as well, and anything other than Let's Plays seems to do a lot better. So.
Well, it's because that's what people want to watch.
Yeah, because there's so many Let's Plays.
Exactly.
I'll admit it. Yeah, I just do it because I love it.
I do it because I love it as well.
If I hate, no, I just want all those YouTube muns, man.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to post your channel on random channels first.
Oh, especially PewDiePie's channel.
Yeah,
for sure.
I see that you haven't been doing this because I think this is why that you haven't been too successful.
Right.
I thought it was obvious, but you haven't been doing it. So I'm you have to get onto that. Just ask for sub. I'm sure OG would
right,
love.
Of course.
Just spam OG with sub for sub, and
I was playing Payday the other day, and someone saw that I have a YouTube channel, and it was like, oh hey, we were playing that, and they were like, oh, can I add you on Steam and that, because I was playing with a friend of us. And me and him play for quite a lot of Payday and we're quite high levels. And we were just like, yeah, sure, whatever. And then, of course, they checked out my profile and they were just like, oh, you have a channel. I'll sub to you. I was just like, if you want to sub to me, please only sub if you plan to view the videos. Because they were like, I'm going to sub to you. I run a channel too. There's a link. And I was just like, cool, I'm in the middle.
No.
We're playing Payday at the moment. I'm not exactly going to view that.
Yeah. I've always had a grudge with people who do that. I've had a lot of people email me. My email is supposed to be for business stuff, if people want to do a Let's Play with me or something, not for people to
You're really unlucky with that, with people asking you to sub for sub, because I haven't had much of a problem with that, luckily.
I've had a lot of people coming onto my videos and advertising on videos with 4 views. 4 views, people. 4 views. You're not going to get many people clicking on your goddamn channel if it only has 4 views in its lifetime.
I think I've had better. I had a comment the other day on me and a friend did a collab about 6 months ago or so on probably archery, and he was like, oh, I got OG, I got a comment on one of the videos we did together. I was just like, all right. He was like, yeah, the person was very subtly advertising his channel, and I was just like, oh, and I log into YouTube. There's a comment on a video. Oh, well, who's to bet that's the same person? Yep, same person, same comment on the same video. Because we both record. I was like, delete. I'm not going to justify that with an answer.
Oh yeah, I just checked my messages, and I already got another offer, and it's like, oh, hello, you've got a very nice YouTube channel, and we love what you are doing with it. Your channel is now eligible to join YouTube Partner Program. You know, the YouTube Partner Program I'm technically already, part of. We'd like to invite you to apply for a partnership with our fast-growing YouTube network, Nishu Media. I'm like, at least I've heard of Freedom or Desire TM. I've never heard of freaking Nishu Media.
Don't you
Those
dare
are
talk bad about
Freedom.
Nishu.
They're
Get
normally
lost.
a branch of Freedom, because Freedom allows you to create your own MCMs under the Freedom branch.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that should not be
Yeah.
allowed.
I've seen it so many times that people have just been like, you can join our network, this and this and that, and I'm just like, okay, I'll click your link. I click their link and it's like on the Freedom website, like / it's like freedom.com/ and it's got their network. I'm just like, yep, you're part of Freedom. Fuck off.
Why? Why?
I'm so against the whole networking type thing because they take a lot of your profit out and they don't really have that much benefit, I hear, anyway. And
yeah, no, none.
80% some people are asking, and some of them put you into a contract for 2 to 3 years. For some of them, I'm like, you know what? Fuck them. I'm gonna duke it out by myself. Thank you. They can go eat a turd.
Okay.
Kind of sucks with YouTube Pay. You can only get money out of it if you get if you make $50 to $100. That's the only way, because it's too expensive for them to send it over or some shit. It sucks. It's damn it.
Yeah, it's
I want that money.
I want my whole 10 cents.
I know.
Yeah.
It's just stupid. I don't even know why they think they deserve. We put the effort in. We put all the effort in to actually put the content out there, and they're taking the majority out of it.
And they do nothing. So
they do
yeah.
absolutely nothing. I don't hear one success story from a guy that had 10 subs, goes on a network and comes out of it 1,000+ subs. It's usually just he goes to the network, gets screwed over, and then he leaves with so much salt that he could fill the Red Sea.
Okay.
He's salty.
Yeah, he's so salty.
Yeah, networks had a reason back in the day when, they would being part of a network meant you could monetize, and being part of a network you could do custom thumbnails and stuff, and you were secure from copyright and stuff and bullshit claims. But nowadays you have to be managed to get that, but you have to have been with them unmanaged for them to even consider you to be managed, unless you're really big.
Yeah.
And yeah, I saw someone the other day on the Let's Play subreddit, and that made me quite laugh. They were saying something about copyright on a video. I don't know. They were doing something to do with a video and that, and they were asking this thing, and I pointed out the obvious problem of copyright. And their reply was something along the lines of, I'm not that worried about copyright because I'm partnered with Freedom, and they will help me if I have copyright issues. I was like, quick YouTube search. You have 10 subscribers. No, not to be nasty. You're not big enough for Freedom to even care. Freedom don't care about anyone. To be fair,
But they love
they
freedom.
will not help you. They will throw you into the shark pit when the copyright comes.
They like freedom.
Yeah.
The freedom not to do anything, apparently.
The freedom to get you copyright.
Yeah, pretty much Freedom are hey, what copyright? What? No, we have nothing to do with you now. Go away.
I think the best one I've seen from Freedom, I saw a video from their CEO who was talking about how, because if you upload the videos yourself, etc., and add certain things, if you add certain things like your own commentary and stuff, it is exempt from copyright and things like this. And I was just like, no, this is bullshit. I was like, that is complete fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
There's such thing as fair use, but fair use is a legal grey area, really. And and he was basically if you get any copyright claims, dispute those under these grounds. And I'm just like, no, that's bullshit.
Yep. Like, even I've, like, monetized gameplay footage that happens to have music from, like, other things. And then, I'll be like, oh, and, dispute it anyway, because you may as well try, because the first time's not a big deal. And I'm like, oh, yeah, this company, I say it a bit better, but, long story short, this company says, yes, I can monetize it, try monetizing it. And blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, it's a bit longer than that, but... Yeah, that's long story short. And then they still reinstate the claim, and then I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm only getting like
you shouldn't even say that.
Yeah.
Because you don't really have any proof that they've said it. You can kind of just say, oh, this is under fair use because it's mixed in with my own content, like stuff that I've made. That's all you need to say.
I do that as well, but they've actually been like, for some reason, or at least the ones that I'm dealing with have been a bit like... more finicky with it. They're just like, nah. They just reinstate the claim anyway. But
I know.
So just dispute it again and again.
Yeah, but
what are they going to do?
Two disputes copyright claim.
They can, like, if
they won't sue you. That's retarded.
They wouldn't bother, but it's like, I'd rather just not deal with it. If it doesn't work the first time, then oh well.
That's
I'd
second
only be
one
getting
turns into a copyright if you dispute it.
Yeah.
Like, I had an old music that I used, and I had actual proof that I went to the people who made the actual music, and I asked, hey, can I use your like a part of your song for the outro? I'll give you like I'll give a link in the description to like your channel. And he said, all right, that's good. I screenshotted the whole conversation, and when they filed like a claim on one of my videos, I tried to dispute it. I put the link, like the imager link, inside or whatever. I don't remember how I did it, but I do remember sending the link of the initial conversation with the dispute, and I still got the claim reinstated. And I was like, I can't really deal with it anyway, so.
Oh, I was talking to a friend, and he's like a really, really good singer. Like, he's been doing like he's been getting like vocal coaching and that for ages. He's got an amazing voice, and he did a cover, and it got claimed as like the actual song, like the legit song. And me and my friends were discussing it, and I said, I don't know whether that's like a compliment or just a real big pain in the ass. But I'm like, I think it's both. I guess if it got claimed as a legit song, then it's probably a real big compliment. Unless it's like Gundam style or something, then...
Well, it depends. If it's automated claim, then yeah, it's quite a compliment, because the way the automated claim system works is basically they take the original song, upload it into the system, and then they say, all right, anything that is this is copyrighted.
Yeah.
But if it's an automated claim, then yeah, it's quite a compliment. If it's actually the person themselves seeing it and just be like, no, fuck you, that's my content. That's not so much for content, because obviously they've seen it and they've did that manually.
Yeah.
But if it's a machine saying, then yeah, it's quite a compliment.
Yeah. I totally wouldn't be surprised. So I was like, oh, okay. I'm not surprised. If it was me, that'd be a whole different story, but yeah. Yeah, we need to talk about your channel, Alex. Yeah. We're too busy talking about other crap.
We haven't done like one topic.
I know.
I've restructured the podcast before we started. Don't worry. There's going to be news.
Eventually.
Yeah. Well, I've just been playing a lot of Payday, a lot of Borderlands 2, because Payday now has Spring Break update, which means it's free for the weekend. It's free for the weekend. It has like the best intro ever now. Every update that Payday does, they change their intro. And at the moment, it's like the Hype Train Spring Break intro thing. And so the main character's in like the car doing... There's like a GIF that's been going around for ages of like all of the Payday members in a car like bobbing their heads. And they've added music to that now, and also they've just made it very over the top. Like... It's very much in the spirit of Payday, because like, the game itself is a very, very silly thing. Like, cops will arrest you, then give you back to your heisting crew after a couple of minutes with full ammo and stuff. And like, they always make the like trailers for the DLC quite serious, but then the gameplay is very comedic because it's a game. But with this, they just went batshit with it. It's just like these characters driving in this car, and then sudden explosions and like words falling onto the screen, and more explosions. And it's just like, it's good. It's good.
Have you been watching the Payday web series? It's pretty good.
The what?
It's like really serious, but you know, because it's a web series. But yeah, it's pretty good. I was pretty impressed with it.
I've seen some parts for it, like when they do like the new heists and stuff. They do one like with the new heists and stuff. Like they did one for Big Bank.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's really really high quality stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm like addicted to it. I'm like, more. They should make it into a full TV show. It'd be interesting.
People complain a lot. One of the things I find is they complain a lot about Payday, like overkill and stuff, like, oh, they're money grabbing and stuff. But the way that the spring break hype train event thing was basically, you buy these 2 sets of DLC or you buy Hotline Miami 2 because Hotline Miami, the people that make Hotline Miami, Digital Devolver, and Overkill seem to have a very good relationship going business-wise. They did a Hotline Miami DLC before where it's like one of the missions from Hotline Miami basically turned into Payday. Ooh. And put into a Payday theme. And with the Hotline Miami 2 release, they did a sort of cross-promotional thing with them, and like if you bought Hotline Miami 2, it added to the Hype Train event, which was like every purchase of these 2 sets of DLC or this or Hotline Miami added to the Hype Train, which added more events which unlock over the next week, and like every day there's a free update for the whole community. You didn't have to buy any of the DLC to be applicable to this, so anyone that bought DLC basically contributed to everyone getting these rewards and stuff. And the DLC wasn't exactly expensive. There was like a £4 one, which was like a gun, or 2 guns, which are like insanely overpowered. Like there's a minigun and a rocket launcher. And the rocket launcher counts as an offhand, so you can carry a minigun and rocket launcher into jobs now. There's like a new hat and a new skin for the getaway van. There's lots of cool stuff about it, and that. And there's like a couple of quid. And then there's the more expensive version, which was like 4 masks and a secret thing, which is going to be announced later. The more expensive one, they basically said like, this is for the people who just want to support the company. Only buy it if you want to support the company, sort of thing. Don't buy it otherwise, because that's what it's there for. And yeah, they broke all the targets and that, and now like over the next few days they're releasing a load of free content, which is really really cool. And yeah, I've been playing Borderlands pre-sequel because the other day I bought the Handsome Jack pack, and I've got to say it's the most awesome character ever.
How am I not
really
surprised?
Weak. Really really quite weak though, but it's really funny just to hear the dialogue between him and himself.
Fair enough.
Because you play as like one of his body doubles, who has body doubles.
Okay. All right.
Quite fun. But yeah, apart from that, really on the channel, I've just been doing Resident Evil Revelations 2 still.
Ooh.
That game is good.
Yeah,
I watched a couple of those episodes a while ago.
I just looked at your channel, Alex, and that's all that you've released.
Yeah. It's pretty good, though. Good shit. Good shit.
I fucked up the episode 3. I recorded the whole thing, and because I've been recording some secret special stuff on the side which didn't require audio, so I turned off my audio recording for some godforsaken reason. I couldn't have just cut it out in editing. No, of course not. But I turned off the recording audio, and then when I started recording that, I didn't realize that the audio was still off, so I recorded the entire episode. No audio. So I was like, shit.
Oh no.
So I overlaid some what I thought was copyright-free music, and tying back into the relate thing earlier, no, it turns out it actually is owned by a person that's part of an album, and I was like, you bastard, because I was just searching around and like I found it, and it was like, yeah, copyright-free. I was like, royalty-free. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, just wasn't really looking for anything in particular, but it was like elevator music and stuff, and I like putting elevator music on videos.
Fair
and
enough.
I was just literally looking for like a really like long looping thing, and that's what it was. So I put that in the background of the video. Then the moment I uploaded the thing, it's like third party content match. I was like, well, it's only a third party content match. have a look, see who it is, and I looked up and I was like, yep, that's actually legit the same song. Someone is being a bastard and advertising that as royalty free. So what I'm going to have to do is I've recorded and edited the entire episode, but I've edited the first part, the Claire and Moira side, so I'm just going to edit those, throw those out. Then I'm going to re-record the Barry side of things because it's a pain in the ass. So yeah, it's a pain in the ass. I don't like having content ID, even if it is just content ID on my videos.
Yeah.
I don't monetize my stuff, but just don't like it there because I know people don't like adverts.
I have only really had 2 copyright IDs in my whole career on YouTube, really.
Far out. That's like nothing.
Yeah, I know.
I've had a lot.
Really lucky, actually, thinking about it. I think one of them was incorrect claim. I'm trying to go back to it. It was one of my Doom videos, I think. Was it Doom? Oh no, it was Fear. I'd never done Doom. What the hell am I thinking? I think it was on 8. Keep talking. I'll have to because this is so far away.
Okay,
I've only really had one copyright claim that I can remember, in recent history, I guess. They pop up occasionally on the Let's Plays that I used to do because they're they're privated. But I had one on that Metal Gear Solid video, Phantom Pain. It was from a trailer, and I was just I was talking over it and everything. It was just the visual content. So I was like, no, fuck that, Konami. So I just wrote out this big paragraph that just said that it was completely fair use and how dare you. Well, no, I didn't say how dare you, but it was pretty much get fucked. This isn't your content. And then I think usually what they do, they just wait for the 30 days to be up and then they just let the claim go. If they are going to let the claim go, they can just let it go immediately, but I don't think any company does that because they still make money.
Person noticing.
Nah, probably not.
Yeah, come to think of it, I noticed not too long ago, when I first started, I used some music from 2 Steps from Hell. And then, later on, months later, 8 months later, I checked up their policy on it because I wanted to use their music in, short films and that. But turns out that they don't want you, using any of their stuff, for commercial use. You can use it for free, but you just can't, monetize, I guess, with any of it. And yeah, at that point, I had already used their music in quite a few of my playthroughs and monetizes them. And I didn't realize till afterwards, and I haven't gotten a claim from it at all. If I do, of course, I'm not gonna dispute it, really, because I've already told their policy on it. But yeah, I totally missed that for some reason, and then I get other ones where I can't dodge it whatsoever. But yeah, the YouTube's when they remove the music and that, it's actually pretty good most of the time, in my experience anyway. So it's not too much of a hassle to get rid of it.
That's weird. I'm at the video which got the copyright claim, but it's not telling me who did it, who done did it. It just says monetization blocked.
They changed the system for it lately and stuff. I've noticed on my recent ones which got the thing, that is hey look, here's the thing, and they haven't. It looks all weird now, but it's look, it matches here, and it's policy monetized by copyright owner. It's dispute the thing or remove the file, and that's it. And it's that looks weird and different. I don't like it.
Dope.
Oh, I just realised there's one topic or whatever that's meant to be game news, which is the WoW one, so just ignore my bad placement. Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting topic.
This is very, very slow podcast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We have
so slow. We're just sitting here
Yeah, we're not doing this. Oh,
Right.
BBC
Let's-
want to make a TV show based on GTA 5, which is this one, which doesn't say, but yeah, basically they want to do that,
Not found.
which is really cool. I
Uh,
think.
Well, I don't think it's really cool because if you look at the other adaptations of video games like Doom, they're not really doing very well.
Well, so long as it's
Yeah,
not
true.
adapted by Ua Bowl or whatever his freaking name is, I think it couldn't get any worse than
Oh yeah,
than
but
that.
like
Alone in the
could be.
Dark, the movie.
the only good movie I can think of is probably Silent Hill. Is that a good movie?
No.
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 The first one wasn't the
No?
worst one, but then they kept making them, and then it was like, oh my gosh, just stop.
There's more than one
Stop.
Silent Hill movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you
I never
thinking
watched
of
it.
Resident Evil here?
No, I'm pretty sure they brought out the second one like only a year ago or so.
Too
But
good.
yeah, lots of people don't like the Resident Evil movies, but I really liked the games and the movies, even though they're like pretty different. I still liked them. I still liked the new, like the original touch that the movies had to them. Like it was a bit different.
I hated those movies.
I really like them, but that's because I watched them, like, before having, like, any expectations or anything, so I just went in with no expectations and just enjoyed them for being a movie. Not a Resident Evil movie, though. But yeah, I guess that's just, for me, I kind of just disconnected it from being a Resident Evil movie, so that was probably why I had a different outlook on it.
Yeah,
Well, in
I'm
that
a fan of
case,
Resident
then
Evil.
Didn't they have like a
Capcom
Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
movie?
that's
Like,
movie.
There's plenty of those.
Wait, what?
Oh god, Mortal
was
Kombat movies.
Oh god, those are the worst ones. And Street Fighter.
Oh, the Street Fighter live action movie is
and
the
the
best.
Tekken movie, so bad.
No, they're awesome. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a Tekken movie, but the Street Fighter live action one was the fucking best. That was awesome. I love that one.
I'm trying
Like,
to find the one that
where
I watched.
The Street Fighter one was like where like the computer people like I don't know. I think it was like CIA agents or whatever went into this like sort of big computer room or something, and then they got embedded with like the sort of powers and like fighting style of the Street Fighter characters, and then one of them went bad, of course, because they had like M. Bison's powers and stuff, and it was like, this is so insane that it's fucking awesome. Like having the person who was like, I think it was like the person who was like Ken and the person who was Guile like teamed up and that and went to an island to fight people, and it was like, this is so fucking weird. It is awesome though.
I've just searched up Street Fighter, and all the males have man boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all
for
ripped
sure.
men. Ripped men have man boobies.
that is sexism against males. I am so offended.
Hashtag Street Fighter Gate.
Oh, jeez. Let's not start that.
Before you know, you get social justice warriors. They'll be like, I cannot believe you middle-class white males would say things like this.
or
Sexism is
like all these
black.
like, neckbeards and mouth breathers are like, yeah, those white cis straight females and their boob privilege. Oh my gosh.
I just looked up
Oh.
Street
Men
Fighter
can have
on
boobs too.
IMDb.
Yeah.
They ranked it a 3.7 out of 10.
Yeah.
How can you do that? It has gone.
I wonder
Jean-Claude
why.
Van Damme.
Yeah,
It's
it could
Jean-Claude
be a
Van Damme,
bad
for fuck's
movie.
sake.
It's not.
And Raul Julia. Raul Julia
actors
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
that make
yeah?
the whole thing good. Okay, let's look up
But
a really
Street-
bad movie
Well,
Street
they
with a
already
really
gave
good
Room
cast.
3.5, so
yeah.
Yeah, it's not 0.2 better than The Room. It's a lot better than The Room.
I don't know.
At least,
Room
It
is
has Jean-Claude
Like
Van Damme,
looking
who can do
back,
a split between moving trucks, and it has Raul Julia.
like looking back on it, for it being a Street Fighter movie, you can't really expect too much from it, to be honest. But yeah,
I wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't expect much from an arcade fighter. Like, it's based on like an arcade game that, is like 2D and everything.
Yeah, but it has such an riveting storyline. The storyline, alright. Colonel William Guile leads an army of soldiers to the country of Shadaloo to find traces of General M. Bison. That's got me hooked.
Although I'll admit it's still a better love story than Twilight.
Wow.
For fuck's sake.
How old is that now?
All of them
God.
dank memes.
All these dank memes.
At least there was one Street Fighter movie that did somewhat well, and it's a recent one too. There's a Street Fighter movie that came out last year, I think.
What?
What?
Street Fighter Assassin's Fist came out last year, and it got good ratings.
How did this go under the radar? I wonder how.
Just
TV miniseries. Oh, it's not a movie. It's a miniseries.
oh well, same
You
freaking
liar! No, it's not.
Yeah.
Get
Well,
wrecked.
thing. I'm
gonna-
sorry.
I'm gonna
Jesus.
come over there and punch you in the nose.
Well,
I
I'm behind
actually-
7 proxies.
I actually want to check this out because it got a 7.7, so
But
it's gotta be
They
good,
are
right?
lying bastards. They ranked Street Fighter as a 3.7. Clearly
so,
liars.
So this must
When
be
did you
like,
watch-
3.7 instead as well, right? Yeah,
Yes,
of course.
probably.
When did you watch the Street Fighter that came out in 1994, by the way? Or which Street Fighter are you talking about? There's a lot of
Clear
Street
Panther.
Fighter movies.
Yeah, 1994 one, the Jean-Claude Van Damme one. I don't know, probably in the 90s because I was born in 1991.
Ooh, this guy has a glorious
Oh.
beard.
Has
Couldn't
everyone
And
I
he's
won't
seen?
English.
Has everyone seen that Jean-Claude Van Damme green screen footage?
No.
Oh my god, it's the best thing ever. So it was like for a contest or something, and it was like lots of like movie makers used it to create like an action movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, but all that they gave them was like these random scenes where he was in front of a green screen doing something, and it's just fantastic. It's the best thing on the internet. I don't even want to imitate it because I will never do
Just
it.
looking this up, this
Yeah,
is awesome
so am
in
I.
screenshot form.
Brad, bloody brilliant.
Yeah, in screenshot form, this is the best thing ever.
You should see the video, Jesus.
Okay,
No.
I shall watch the video afterwards. It would be rude of me to watch it in the middle of the podcast.
Or you could just
Very
do a
rude.
cut, but that would require effort.
I know. Well, why would I do that?
I'm
We
like,
need consistency, man.
Also, I don't think it's
Yeah.
royalty free anymore.
Oh.
Because it was like just for the
Oh,
for the
that's-
contest.
I just
So
want to put Jean-Claude Van Damme in all of my movies now.
Well, I'm
It's
still
like, hey, isn't
gonna
that
just chuck
Jean-Claude
the
Van Damme?
images in there, so... Yeah, there's just gonna be Jean-Claude everywhere. Everywhere.
can someone send me a link? I'm too lazy to Google it.
No,
No,
Just Google
get
Jean-Claude
wrecked.
Van
This
Damme
is the
green
one
screen.
time we won't do it. Yeah,
do we
You'll
want
have
to
it
move
on
on
the
to
link in
news?
this video
the
anyway.
guy is a badass. Yes, we should go on to news.
Oh,
Fellas, as the bringer of news.
Am I?
of many.
Oh,
news.
right. Yes, I am. At least for this one. So, Valve is not psyched about a little something that happened. So they got an F in customer service. Oh, wow. How did this happen?
It was bound to happen. Come on.
So,
I mean,
So big.
Their customer service is so crap.
yeah, they have
Yeah.
terrible customer service, but they don't make their money on customer service. That's the thing. They make their money on everything else but customer service. So yeah, the Better Business Bureau gave them an F. So yeah, because their customer service was terrible. So
It doesn't. I don't think it
But-
surprised anyone, to be honest.
In
Come
all
on.
honesty,
it
though,
didn't surprise me.
one, Valve are a really, really, really big company, and two, like, people complain about them and stuff, but the thing is they're a fucking big company, and the fact is they admit when they're wrong, and also it's not like Gabe is a complete prick about it.
Yeah.
I remember reading the other day, like there's a person who had a problem with something or other, and he hadn't had his thing resolved, so he went and found Gabe's email and that, and sent an email over to Gabe, and within like the hour or so or something like that, Gabe had replied and sorted out his problem for him, like
Yeah.
Wow.
personally. And
If only there were a million
said,
Gabens. Can we
That's the thing.
like can we clone
he
him?
said in the email replying to this guy, like he is like dreadfully sorry and stuff, and this is something that's the Valve are going to be working on, etc. Because this is not like good. We shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah.
That's Gabe himself said we should not be doing this sort of thing. This is like, any other company, EA or something, would be like, fuck you, you were wrong, we should definitely have poor customer service. Gabe's just like, no, honestly, we shouldn't be like that. We're going to improve. And it's just like, thank you, Gabe. And then he descends into the heavens again.
And then we all realize nothing has changed.
Nothing.
Yeah,
He's like that guy that like says, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry, I'm totally going to change that tiny little aspect," and he's like completely nice about it, but he doesn't do it anyway. He just like completely avoids the whole subject. I think that's what's happening here. I mean, Steam is a good program. I don't think I can not use it, but like
I could not use it, otherwise all of my games I would not be able to play them.
I know. I think it's just
All of
because
my
like
600 games.
there's so many
The
people
thing
like
is,
that though.
The thing is though, is he will like, the reason like I respect him and that for this is he, unlike most other people that own big companies, will swallow his pride and actually admit there is a problem at least. If he isn't doing anything about it, that's a different thing. But he will at least admit there's a problem. You go to anyone like EA or anyone, they'll just be like, no, fuck you. It's not our problem.
But the thing is, if you're saying that they're working on it, chances are they probably are working on it. Like, he's no Peter Molyneux. Like, he's proven that.
Like,
I wouldn't say that he wouldn't lie. I mean,
he's never said they're working on it.
Not like
he
Peter
never said
Molyneux.
they worked on Half-Life 3, so he
Yeah.
never said that they were working on it.
look at all the proof we have for that.
I don't think he ever said that he's working on that though. I think they said they want to do it.
They kind of avoided the whole thing in general, and they're like, "Oh, are you working on it?" And they just didn't say anything.
Yeah, I think
they all took a vow of silence.
It's like I've been discussing with people though about like the fact of Half-Life 3. Like, Half-Life isn't a great game as people seem to think it is. The thing is everyone has nostalgia glasses. Everyone has nostalgia. I haven't played Half-Life, and I've tried playing it like in recent years and stuff, and I can't. The graphics aren't that great, and the gameplay just feels like every other first-person shooter.
10 out of 10 graphics.
That's the thing. Like, it's just a generic first-person shooter. That's all it really is.
It kind of reminds me of System Shock, though.
Yeah, it's physics-based and all that sort of bollocks, but it compared to modern day stuff and that, it's kind of pretty much the same, except it's got less bugs, of course, but it's older.
There's a reason for that, though. It's because, like, Half-Life brought the whole, like, standard of, a story-driven first-person shooter, and everyone's been copying Half-Life. It's not Half-Life's problem. It's because everyone keeps copying it.
But my point is it's not this holy grail. It's an okay non-spoken story. The main character barely speaks, and there's a thread line of story. But a modern-day person playing this, they can respect the fact that it's monumental and stuff, but they can't just say, "Oh, this is the best game ever. I want Half-Life 3."
That's why I've been I'll play like Black Mesa instead. Like, I'm not like a graphics whore or anything, but for me to like really get into for me to get like really into the game, it does need good graphics. Otherwise, I'm like, what the hell is half this stuff? Like, it kind of reminds me with like System Shock, because it's such an old game. Everyone's like, oh, it's the best game like ever, and I'm like, well, it's kind of outdated. Like, it is due for a third one, just like Half-Life is. It's kind of due for another one with new graphics and new like software and a new engine and everything. But it may or may not happen. That's the thing. It's like with System Shock, people have been trying to make a third one, but none of people have been trying to get the licensing in that, and it's just proven impossible so far. But there's a group of people who are hoping to remake System Shock 2 in a newer engine and that, and it'll probably be free because they can't sell it legally. So yeah, I am stoked for that. But yeah, Black Mesa is really cool. I love that.
Yeah, for me, I have better performance, FPS issue when I'm FPS issues with older games. Well, not issues with older games, but newer games. I'm trying to speak English here, okay, guys? It's really hard. Anyway,
so it's more better, right?
It's more better
and more funner.
New games just don't. I know everyone says, "Oh, they look great," but 12 FPS does not make them look spectacular for me, and I'd rather the FPS. So I'm not really too phased by the outdated graphics too much. Especially with Black Mesa. I like Black Mesa, and there was another game I played as well. I can't remember.
Civ 5.
Oh yeah, Civ 5. It is the most greatest old game ever. Oh my god.
Civ 5 isn't that old though.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
This is a joke.
That was the
Shut
joke.
up, Alex.
But wait a minute, guys. Wait. Civ 5 is no more than 5 years old. How is that old?
Good impersonation. I like that you captured my black side.
Yeah.
100% captured. But
Yeah,
yeah,
Alex is actually just a naked black man.
a naked
Basically.
black man that hides in the shadows.
I'm from the 90s.
That's creepy.
I'm from the 90s and I stay in the 90s. I wear big balloon pants and stuff all the time.
Oh, right. No.
Yep.
I love how the audience have no idea what we're referencing. Probably.
They will at the end of the podcast when I put all the banter, because I always do the pre-podcast banter at the back, at the end, so it gives some sort of context, and so we can look back on it and be like, oh, we were so funny back then when we were young chaps.
We were so funny before we started the podcast. Then the moment the cameras go on,
we sucked. Yeah. But yeah, I can understand the graphics thing though, but it's someone who was like that and couldn't have good graphics and all of that. As someone who was a console peasant and still is, but now has a better PC, I have to have ultra graphics on everything. It's not disputable. I must have ultra. My standards have ballooned so high.
I don't really need the graphics so much. It's just, I don't know. It's just nothing really stood out to me when I played as much as I did. I didn't really play too much because I just couldn't complete it because I got bored. But it was also the entrance scene when you're riding that stupid train. I want the ability to skip that because that is setting up. Everyone's like, "That's setting up the story." It's it's fucking riding a train to work.
Come on, don't say you don't find that fun. Come on. Everyone finds that fun.
People complain about walking simulators. That is less than a walking simulator. That is a standing still simulator because you can't walk that far.
Yeah, I gotta be
it's more of a nostalgic thing because usually people who played the third game that usually played the second game which had the same thing. So they're trying to keep that, nostalgia train going.
Yeah, that's
Speaking
the thing. It's
of
nostalgia.
trains,
It's still a fucking stupid system. It's
Yeah,
here while we pretty much
what
shout
is it
exposition
actually,
at you. Not even Metal Gear Solid does that.
It's not really exposition though, is it? Because most of it's oh, welcome to Black Mesa, and it's it's day 100 or some sort of bollocks.
Yeah, they're telling you about Black Mesa.
They should have cut that out.
I'm setting up what's happening next in the story.
Yeah.
speaking,
It's not as obvious as in Metal Gear Solid. It's kind of a bit more subtle, but yeah, still say it's exposition.
But yeah, considering we were speaking about trains, I have a favourite mod that I'd like to quickly tell you all
Let
you
me
guys
guess. It's the
Is it
Skyrim.
Thomas the Tank Engine?
about? Yes.
Of course it is.
No, and then and then it's like choo choo, and then like at the start, and at the start they're like, it's like choo choo, and they're like, what was that? And then choo choo, this is Thomas the Tank, and he like flies down, and then he does that spell, and all the other like angry cold trains or whatever just fall into the ground and explode, and it's got the Thomas the Tank theme, and it's funny. I can't stop watching it now. I found a really, really good like playthrough with it, and I can't stop laughing.
I loved Thomas the Tank Engine as a kid. If you gave me that, I would have been like, yeah, Thomas the Tank Engine. Oh, jeez. Then like when it explodes, like, oh my god, no! I'd be crying. There'd be like snot everywhere. I'd be like, actually, no,
Thomas.
thinking about it,
I'ma kill you, said Thomas.
I wouldn't even be listening. I would just be looking, oh my god, it's Thomas the Tank Engine! Why does he look funny?
Thomas set a sky of fire down on the conductor. The conductor died.
Why, Thomas? Why? You set me on fire, said the conductor.
Oh, I have no idea what we're talking about, by the way.
Voiced by Ringo Starr.
I just realized, I was the one who hosted the call, so when I leave in like the next 2 minutes, it's gonna, it's gonna end the call. So I'm gonna go now. But thanks for coming out, guys. I'll see you later. So yeah.
See you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Quick 0-second intermission in the podcast then.
Yeah.
Who's gonna call the group? Nobody knows. Nobody's called yet. I wonder who will call. I'm all by myself right now. Someone's calling. Alex did.
I wasn't
Alex
sure who
called.
was hosting, so I was
Yay!
like, I'll host.
Yeah, I was just talking to the audience for a second. I was like, oh, it's just me. I don't know who's gonna call. I have no idea. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Who was phone?
Dateline or something.
If it wasn't gonna be OG, it wouldn't be me, so you'd probably just been sitting there for the rest of the night just by yourself.
Someone will call eventually.
Yeah.
Well, eventually. What is it?
Sanson, waiting. Anyway,
let's get back on the train of subjects.
Yeah.
Yes, the news.
Colours.
I hate it now because like
you are
now.
The news person. You are the news.
I guess I am the news person.
You know the most about these topics.
Guess
I know about the game news. The gaming-related news, I had no idea.
Okay, I'll quickly go through them and then we'll see how our discussion goes. But yeah, the guy who made Leisure Suit or Sweet Larry, it said was talking about Sierra and how Sierra was the poor victim of a hostile takeover by criminals. And I read the interview and yeah, it pretty much was. And I didn't even know about this because I've one of my favorite Let's Players is Harshly Critical, and he really loves Sierra games, like King's Quest and Darkseid, and all of that. And they're really weird games, and they're great at the same time. But yeah, basically the whole time it was just talking about how they built, it was pretty much started off in the kitchen of Roberta, I think her name is. It's Ken and Roberta Williams, and they started in the kitchen table and
made some babies.
Wait, where was it?
Moved up to the bedroom.
And
Ooh.
No, that's not how it started. But yeah, basically one of Ken's board members on a Monday morning called and said, I'm going to stage a hostile takeover of your company, and I'm going to offer 50% more than the going price of the stock. If you fight me, every stockholder in the country will file a lawsuit against you for not accepting this wonderful offer from me.
Is that actually legal to fight? Well, not really legal. Is that something that you can do? I'm going to file a lawsuit against you because you didn't sell stock. What?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not okay, but like this was done, you know, like 2-3 decades ago. So, you know, rules probably would have been slightly different back then. Like that would never happen today,
Yeah,
but I
blackmail.
don't know about back then. Yeah. But it's really sad because it was such a good company. And then it basically got run into the ground. And basically they got in trouble for, like, fraud. And this dude and all his, like, henchmen, per se, all got sent to jail. So, karma. But, yeah, Sierra never recovered again.
No one
and,
lived happily ever
it's really
after.
sad. And apparently, yeah, not really. Like, even Sierra, or the creators of Sierra, Roberta, and, Ken, they never did anything after that because, well... It would have been so heartbreaking that they poured all of their time into this company and then basically got taken from them. You wouldn't want to do anything
There was no
after
more
that.
babies.
But yeah, oh, no more business babies. On the kitchen bench. But yeah, the guys basically said Roberta took a private vow to never speak of it again. And he was surprised to find that they received a Founders Award, and Roberta actually, for the first time in like forever, appeared in public, and you know, talked about it since, you know, she stopped making games and that. And yeah, it's a really sad tale about how it ended.
Yeah.
The guys went to jail, so it was like a bittersweet end to it, I guess.
Not the most sweetest of endings that could have happened, though. I mean, of course the guy's in jail, but you can't undo the damage.
Yeah, true. But at least something came of it and they didn't fully get away with it. And the King's Quest license has been bought by a group of developers who really want to stay true to the, you know, original writing and the original story that Roberta wrote, because I'm pretty sure she wrote it. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, it's pretty much like meant to be true to that and the whole style and everything. So I'm really excited for that because I really loved those games. And the thing is, if King's Quest is getting bought, imagine all the other games and like licenses and
Like
that
Sierra Leone
in the future.
I want all like you know all those adventure games they used to have in like the 90s and stuff, like Monkey Island and all that.
Yeah, that's King Quest.
I really want to play those types of games, but like it's so hard setting up the DOS and all that stuff and have it not crash. I have played a little bit of I can't remember the game. I have to. It's like a sci-fi adventure type thing. I can't remember what it was called, but you're like an adventurer and you have to escape off this island.
Island Escape.
Yeah.
That narrows it down.
I think it's from the same people who made
Sims Castaway.
No,
The Forest.
God damn it, people! Let me speak. It's my turn to speak again. God damn it! I think it was made by the same people who made King's Quest, but I'm not too sure. Not too sure.
Yeah, they've made a few, so like quite a few games in their time. So yeah. But yeah, yeah, it's really sad because it is sad.
Yeah.
Is very sad. But yeah, if you can't play it, watch Harshly Critical's playthrough of King's Quest and the Sierra games, because yeah, he's not like, oh my gosh, there's a talking bird. He's like pretty chill, so I really like his style. He's a good Let's Player. I'm
going into my games library and I'm going to get this goddamn, because it's gonna annoy me for the rest of the night if I can't figure out what I'm talking about. It should be in here somewhere.
Okay.
I'm that type of guy.
Basically, this next. Okay. I'll keep it in the back there. I'll just quickly like move on to a couple of things so we don't have too much dead air. But yeah, BBC launches flagship something make it digital. I don't think that the link worked properly, so it won't let me go to it. But yeah, basically BBC want to turn GTA 5 into a TV show, which I mentioned before. So we'll see how that happens. I reckon it could be really interesting. Hopefully it's something akin to The Sopranos, because lots and lots of people love that show. Especially Tom. Too bad Tom's not here. He would have gone on and on about how much he loves
he
it.
just liked the dicks and stuff.
Yeah, that's probably it. Nothing else, just that. He should invest some time for Game of Thrones. Like, there's incest in there too. If that's your
no. I'm just gonna say no.
Lots of boobs too. A little bit of something for everyone.
That's what you could say, yes. Fun for the whole family.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
No.
Not the children. Won't anyone think of the children?
Also, derailing the subject
Oh,
for
boy.
5 seconds. I don't think you guys would mind from the subject of incest and stuff. It was Space Quest. Space Quest.
Oh yeah, that's getting a re-release or something, if I remember correctly.
Oh, okay.
What?
Someone's doing a release of that or something? I remember reading something about Space Quest being
Space Quest.
like kickstarted or...
He's getting really excited now.
I
You
swear
can
I
hear him
remember
crashing.
someone saying
He's like,
something
"Oh my gosh,
about
Space
that,
Quest."
like someone was planning like a re-release or a next one or
If you're
whatever
bullshitting
for Space
now,
Quest.
I'll fly over to England, wherever you live.
You know,
I'll punch you right now, and I'll just leave because I really would like.
What?
You just rock up
Yeah.
at his door and be like, I'm
I'm
gonna
like-
punch you. Is Alex here? I need to punch him in the
Yes.
arm, and then I'll
Punch
leave.
me for giving you information which I'm not entirely sure on because I've never really heard of the Space
Yeah.
Quest games.
He just storms into your
You should-
bedroom, and like whoever is like living with you is like, there's this weird man here to see you, and he just walks up to Alex, punches him in the arm.
It wouldn't even be like
and
hard.
then
It'd just be
walks
like,
off.
and that's it. I'm not really a hard hitter, so you probably won't even feel like.
It's like I spent all of this money just to lightly slap
Yeah.
Alex. At least make it worth your while. At least do it twice,
Just slap him on.
Just encouraging this violence.
Just for good
Oh,
measure.
why not 3 times? Why not hit him with a sledgehammer?
Oh, of course. Why not just get a chainsaw out and chop off his head?
Yeah.
What could possibly go
I
never
wrong?
needed that.
Stick it. No.
He doesn't need
You
his
do Let's
brain.
Plays anyway. You can just speak
Yeah.
from your
I
hands.
can just take someone else's content.
Your channel.
Yeah, exactly. And then monetize it for your
Sounds
own.
about right.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
So away from stealing.
But yeah,
Wait,
my friend almost watched Game of Thrones with her parents. They like bought the first season or whatever in Bali, so it was like bootlegged and it was like $2. And they're like, oh, okay, Sarah, you can just go you can just go watch it by yourself, and then if it's good, we'll watch it with you later. Yeah, she watched it and she got to the incest part and she was like, no, I don't think I'm gonna watch this anymore, and I don't think I'm gonna watch it with my parents.
Oh.
And I was like, good choice, Sarah. Because if you skip that one bit, there will be another 10 more to come.
Is there like
No pun intended.
is there like a problem I haven't actually watched like any of that at
Never
all?
watched Game of Thrones.
Oh,
I
good,
see
because
no
like
interest in that.
I said that to like a friend. It's just like, what?
love it.
You're a nerd. This is like up your alley. Why have you
But
not watched? Like, yeah.
I really, really like the writing in that. Like, as a fellow aspiring writer, I really, really love it.
If you wrote like stories
Writing.
or
Like, when you watch it, like the sex scenes that are really awkward.
They're really well
but
written.
you know, they no, they calm down after like the first 2 seasons, and all the incest and that calms down a bit more. In the 3rd season after that, it kind of comes back a little bit, but it's not as full on. There's just tons of nudity in the first 2 seasons, like tons and tons and tons.
oh, okay.
Lots of boobies.
Yeah, I don't think that's like an attractive quality to it. Because if I know where to get boobies, I don't need goddamn no. What's this show again?
Yeah, just look in the mirror.
Oh yeah, my man boobies.
Every respectable man has man boobies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gaben has man boobies, so obviously, he's like our Lord and Savior. So obviously, if he has man boobies, we have to have them.
Yep.
Or we're not a man.
So does George Martin, the writer of
George
Game
R.
of
R.
Thrones. He has man boobies too.
All the great men.
Yeah, R.R. Martin.
All the great men have man boobies, apparently.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
George R. R. Martin. When did you take up your position at Rockstar?
R.R.
I hate Rockstar still.
R.R. Martin.
Delayed the PC. They delayed the PC release again.
Oh
Well,
yeah.
not again, but it's April. But
Again,
it's still April.
Okay. I was like, is it August this time?
It's
When
never
is
coming.
it?
Fuck you. Make it yourself.
Yeah, it turns into like Half-Life 3 and they're like,
Maybe that's what they're going for.
What game?
Yeah,
what
maybe that's
PC
what they're going
port?
for.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, right? It's talking about it.
Yeah, 5. But
Yeah.
It
delayed
hasn't
to
been released
April.
yet.
No.
Yeah, the PC port.
That's been forever, hasn't it?
It's supposed to be
Now,
released
or-
in January.
Yeah,
Got
that's
delayed to
like...
February, got delayed to March, got delayed to April.
I'm sorry to break the news, but I don't think it's going to be released. No.
It will. It was like with the, original release. It just took
And then they released a
forever
bad game.
for it to be released. I liked it.
They
I
released
see
it was like
going,
really janky
"Oh,
controls if I remember correctly.
Okay. Oh, I had no problem with it, but then again, people hated Squirreltopia for
Yeah.
the janky controls, and yet again, I had no problem with
It's
it.
because
Even Cameron did, and I didn't. It's just because I'm so
that,
MLG.
or you just enjoy
So
janky
late.
controls.
Yeah, or for some reason, I just don't notice. Maybe I'm just so janky that janky controls, the jankiness just cancels itself out, and I don't even notice.
I'm the same.
Wow, I'm really living in a wonderful, ignorant world.
I'm the same. Like
Yeah.
some like games, people have complained that the controls are. Oh my god, these controls are complete crap. I can't play this. And I'm like, I play this completely fine. I had absolutely no idea this was even an issue until like there's so many complaints about it. Really, I don't know why.
As soon as there's a complaint,
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, it's actually quite shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, for me, I've never had problems like with controls and that. I just learn how the game works, even if it sucks. I just learn how it works. And I bloody play the game, and I just don't complain about it. It's like complaining about it's not going to change it. It's integrated into the
Well,
game
it could.
already.
It's got rebindable keys.
So it's either yeah, true, but if not, if you're playing on controller or whatever, I always play on controller. That might be
I can't play a
glitch
controller
as well. Some games might suck on keyboard. Some games might suck on keyboard, but be good on the controller. I play Squirreltopia on my controller. There's no way in hell I am playing that with a keyboard. It's like playing Mario with a keyboard, and it's just setting up yourself for disaster.
I play Mario.
Same
on
with
keyboard.
racing games.
Yeah.
Never
I played Super Meat Boy on
play
the keyboard.
racing games with.
I do though.
I play Euro Truck Simulator with a keyboard.
You
Yeah.
anarchist. What kind of a world are you living in?
Chaos.
It's like play with keyboard, spread anarchy. Keyboard, spread anarchy.
Anyway, back on topic.
Anyway,
Yeah.
off topic. Valve announces a $50 Steam Link streaming box. So basically, you hook it up to your TV, and your Steam Link, and that's hooked up to your computer, or I think it's wireless, or I have no idea. I can't remember, but yeah, basically
In-house
you can just
streaming.
hook it up. You can I can't remember what, I didn't do too much research on it. But yeah, basically you just stream within your house, so you can like have your like massive rig, and then play it like halfway across the house with a massive TV or a projector or something, and you don't have to do any extra setting up really.
This was free.
And,
this was free a couple of months ago. I remember them releasing in-house streaming, and I talked to Beat about it, and he said, yeah, it works quite fine. You know, there's a little bit of lag, of course, but yeah, you can do in-house streaming. And now they've released a paid version of the same thing.
Well, it's an actual thing. It's an actual like physical thing, and I don't know. Yeah, I didn't do major research into it because I was hoping someone else would know. But no, yeah, it's basically being released with all the other Steam hardware stuff. Like, oh, and as people would have noticed, if you go to the store and search up hardware, it comes up with like all their hardware and stuffs. So that's
very
interesting because they're starting to release their Steam controller, the virtual reality thing. Like there's been like no news on their virtual reality thing except until now. And the Steam Link thing and all their Steam machines, like the Alienware Steam machines, and there's a couple of other ones.
I haven't actually heard that.
Yeah, they're releasing a ton of crap.
I haven't actually heard that much about the Steam machines other than, they were a thing. Like, are they actually, taking hold, or do you guys think they're just like, eh? Would you buy one?
I personally wouldn't buy one, but that's because, one, I don't have money to buy one, and second, I have no need to with the beast rig that I already have, so...
Yeah, I wish I had that, because I got a really crappy computer compared to yours. I feel so inadequate.
Yeah, I could understand people with, like, not as, like, good, like, systems and that, wanting to, like, buy it, but... Yeah, it's just, I'm looking up now. So, like, I'd totally be interested in buying a Steam controller, because it pretty much, like, replaces your keyboard and mouse. And you being, like, a keyboard person probably won't care at all, but me being a controller person and someone who is susceptible to carpal tunnel syndrome, I'd rather not have to get surgery, so I always opt for the controller. And I find it more comfortable, but that's because I've been playing controller, like, using... console and controller my whole life, so stick to what you know, and yeah.
Well, I'm not a completely keyboard person. I did play the not keyboard controller with don't you laugh at me, god damn it, with like stuff like that block game, Battle Block Theater. Which is absolutely like borderline unplayable with keyboard, so I have to use it.
I'm gonna play with a keyboard.
Says the one who plays racing games with a keyboard.
Yeah, I can play racing games with keyboard because I'm so used to it. Like, because before I got my controller, I had to play with my mouse.
So weird.
It's not really when you get used to it.
It is.
You get used to it after a while. You just have to let it sink in a little bit, I mean, like, not a lot of people play, with the mouse with racing games. I think that's the reason why nobody plays it, because, no one's used to it, so they just get a controller instead,
I think it'll be a really cool thing. Like, though, I would totally opt for getting, like, a Steam controller, seeing as it's only, like, $50 as well. US dollars, mind you. But I'm really curious about the Steam VR because there has been absolutely no news on that, like, except, Steam said that they were making their own one after, like, Oculus Rift and that got, like, bought by, like, Facebook and all that and all of this stupid crap. And, yeah, that was the only news, was that it was in development, but I was actually really surprised to see that it's pretty much, like, gonna be available this year. So... what the hell? And nobody knows if it's going to be any good because nobody has touched it. They haven't shipped it out to anyone. Nobody knows, but could be interesting. It it could be way ahead of the Oculus Rift, who knows? And if it is, then it could be seriously detrimental to Oculus Rift sales as well. Because seeing they're only releasing a Steam controller for $50, which is pretty cheap. That's cheaper than a freaking Xbox or PS4 controller. So it seems like all of their prices that they're selling stuff for is actually very, very reasonable. Like their Steam machines are like fairly cheap as well. They're all cheaper than what I spent on my machine.
Depends.
Except the $2,000 one.
There are some that are ridiculous
and $5,000 one. Yeah. But no, pretty much like all of their Steam machines are pretty good. Even the cheap ones are like, the specs are pretty decent.
Yeah, but it isn't
the Alienware Steam machine, I was actually surprised with the price, because usually Alienware is abysmally expensive.
I know.
And it was interesting to see it starting only at 500 or under 500.
Yeah.
So
I haven't actually checked the specs because, like, anything with Alienware, I'm just like, be gone! Get my cross out.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Alienware, like, at all, but yeah. Because, like, their stuff is so expensive, so overpriced.
Like, the very first sight of an Alienware icon, I'm just like, nope, not even going to go into the specs because I know it's going to cost more than it's worth.
Yeah. Like, Razer stuff can be so expensive, but I can't deny their products are pretty good. Like, my keyboard is not the best, but, like, I think I ended up with, like, a faulty keyboard, because it, like, I have to unplug it and then plug it back in every now and then. It might have just been me, or it might have been the product, but yeah, most people who have bought the same one, I think it's the Lycosa, have had no problems with it. It's just me. But my mouse is so good. And my headphones, after having Turtle Beach headphones that broke and were heavy and gave me headaches, my razors have been so good to put on my ears. And I mean Razer headphones, not actual razors.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they have some really good looking products as well. Like, it's aesthetically pleasing. And then second, they are actually quality products, at least in my experience. Other people's experiences may and will vary.
Yeah, like,
I want to buy their chroma crap.
I am usually the one person, like, the type of person who doesn't really care that much about, the look of stuff. Like, right now, I'm using, like, $15 headphones, and my keyboard is borrowed from my cousin, which I'm not giving back, ever. Because I haven't, been motivated enough to buy another keyboard, and he's bought himself his own one, so it's not really point giving him a second one, so it's mine now. Okay. I feel like a dick about it, though.
Fair enough. Being someone who, and I also have a Razer controller, and this podcast is brought to you by Razer. I mean, what?
Thank you for that $5,000.
It's not. It's just I would totally love to be sponsored by Razer if it was under reasonable conditions. If it was like you have to shout out products in every single video, then I'd be like, no. But yeah, if it was like a reasonable sponsorship and I was like way up there like PewDiePie, I would love that. But seeing as that's highly unlikely, yeah, I just really love their chroma gear that they've recently brought out. Being someone who is obsessed with aesthetically pleasing gear and LEDs and colors, hence my name, I want the Razer Black Widow chroma stealth keyboard so bad, and those chroma headphones, and the mice, and
how much is gonna cost?
I want it. I'm gonna send a link. It's very expensive. It's not like on my priority of things to buy. Like, I'm happy with my LED backlit, keyboard and my LED lit up Razer mouse, but I would so
I love how you're saying the exact product name. It looks like you're really not sponsored by them.
I wish. I would totally, like, that's the thing, like, on the topic of, like, advertising that, like, there's just so many channels that just shill out products just for sponsorship and monies. Like, they shill it out to the point that it's, like, ridiculous, not to the point where it's, like, you know, extra money for your content. Big deal. Like, nobody should care, but... Yeah, there's some channels that just shill out everyone's crap, even if it doesn't fit. Like, Brojul, like, I love their channel because that's where I find most of the Skyrim mods. And they do tons of really, really cool Skyrim mods. But they did one where they're like, oh yeah, this video is sponsored by... Turkish Airlines or something. And everyone was like, that's a really random advert and very unsuitable for the audience. Like, if I was asked to like, you know, advertise something, you know, related at least somewhat to the audience, like if I got sponsored by Loot Crate or Nerdblock and got like free crates and blocks and that, I would totally be all for that because I already do unboxing videos. I'd be all up in that. But yeah, if it was something like Turkish Airlines and, you know, I wasn't super desperate for money, like I was going to become homeless if I didn't take it, then I probably wouldn't, personally.
I think if I had to, like, advertise something, I would do it the same way the JunkCast and the Hat Films guys do it. I would make, like, a separate film. I would label it as an ad so people know what they're clicking on, and I'll just, like, you know, make something funny, something like, you know what ads should be, and not. And I'm gonna try to not make it cliche. I haven't really put too much thought on that, but
they should be interesting.
Yeah, I think if I had to do it, I'll make a standalone ad for them. Because just saying, like, at the end of the video, and shout out to company name X, it's not going to get them a lot of clicks or anything, really, I don't think.
Yeah.
But, you know, making them engaged into the ad itself, I think it would benefit the advertiser a lot more. Because, like,
it was like... It came up on the Let's Play subreddit at one point, and it was like, oh, would you advertise on your channel or whatever? And for me personally, if I didn't like the product, I wouldn't advertise it if I didn't like the product. That's me personally. Like, even if I was a massive big actress or whatever, and I didn't like the product, I still wouldn't be taking up like those kinds of jobs. But if I do like the product and that, like if I got asked to do a Head & Shoulders advert, I totally would, because I love the shit out of Head & Shoulders shampoo and conditioner. It's the only thing that gets rid of my dandruff. So, like, I used to get really bad dandruff until I used Head & Shoulders. So it's legit. It got rid of all my flaky skin and dandruff and all that
This
crap.
video is sponsored by Head & Shoulders.
I wish. I would love to get like a lifetime supply of Head & Shoulders. I'd save so much money. So much money. I just love Head & Shoulders.
I pretty much just buy whatever's in the store, really. I just say, oh, that's pretty. Just get the shampoo, put it in the cart.
I can't do that, unfortunately. Even if it smells really good, I usually have to combine it at least with Head & Shoulders, because I need to get my Head & Shoulders fix, you know. Recently, like, do you guys like know the show Modern Family?
No.
Yeah. Oh, like, is that legit, or are you like?
No, I don't watch TV at all.
Okay, never mind. Anyways, one of the main characters is one of my favorite sitcoms. But yeah, one of the main characters, the chick who plays Gloria, she recently did like a campaign for like Head & Shoulders and that, and her face is on the bottle, and she's like staring at you, like while her face is on the bottle, and I'm like, I don't want someone staring at me while I'm in the shower. This is just bad design. Like, what were they thinking? I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna like, you know, wash my hand. Oh my gosh, there's a face looking at me.
Oh.
I just found it crazy.
And I know it's like just a picture, but
she is watching
like,
you.
Even if it's just a picture, it's not just a picture. Her eyes moved, I swear. I'm not crazy.
Her eyes follow you.
Oh yeah, that's creepy. It's like having the Mona Lisa in your bathroom like 24/7. That'd be so creepy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh,
It's like a horror movie right
yeah.
there.
The Mona Lisa's kind of like ugly.
She's not ugly. She just like follows you.
She's just got no eyebrows, but like,
Oh.
you know. I got nothing against people with no
Oh.
eyebrows.
If you don't have eyebrows, you're ugly.
Of course.
Oh.
No eyebrows looks pretty darn weird though. Have you looked up like celebrities like with no eyebrows?
No.
It's weird. But yeah, we went so off.
Yeah, we're talking about eyebrows.
I'll quickly go through this. Yeah. Microsoft to launch new tools that enable cross-platform play across Windows, Xbox, and mobile devices. So new tools for crap that nobody cares about. Good. And Beatnik put up this topic, so I think we should address it at least a little bit. So Liquid VR is AMD's push into virtual reality with software. So everyone is making like a virtual reality thing.
I'm not.
Like, I'm not joking. Oculus Rift should have just stuck to themselves.
They did this in the 90s as well.
Okay, Alex. Maybe just you, but like I'm making a virtual
1,000
reality
virtual realities.
headset. It's called a shoebox. Oh, that'd be creepy. It's basically I just put the shoebox on my head, I close my eyes, and I pretend that I'm there. It'll
Close
work
your eyes
Yeah.
just for a moment.
1 out of 10 times.
1 out of 10 times.
Yeah. Just use your imagination.
What's this
people.
imagination you're talking
But
about?
yeah, basically they're doing the same thing.
I don't understand.
Oh, what?
What's an imagination?
Oh. But yeah, Beatnik, if you're listening to this or watching this or whatever, you seem to know more about this topic, so we might talk about this one on the next podcast.
Yay.
If you have more insightful things than we do. Yeah. Okay, so Epic is letting anyone build games with Unreal Engine 4 for free.
For
For
free.
free. And considering me and Apple Julius want to make
Oh,
a game,
yeah.
then make Alex play it,
The Unreal Engine is
and
quite good.
then we'll put like
I've played with it.
we'll put a copyright claim on Alex's video, and then we'll make all of
Oh,
the
yeah.
monies. So that's how.
We'll
it works.
get 90% out of it.
So yeah, it's a pretty freaking awesome engine to get for free. So we have to use this one, Apple. It's not debatable. We're not allowed to do anything else.
I'll have to learn the engine though.
Where
This
is this
thing.
music
It
coming
would
from?
probably take me a month or so. That shouldn't be too hard. It should be relatable with other stuff I've been doing.
Yeah, I should probably learn it too if we're gonna make a game
Epic's
together.
engine,
So.
the Unreal Engine, by the way, isn't exactly
You
simple.
know.
'Cause it's a 3D rendering, like it's a 3D engine.
Yeah, it's pretty fully sick.
Yeah,
Maybe we should
you
start
start
off
with
a
that's
2D.
how you start development.
game.
You start 2D.
Let's make Fez 2. Phil Fish isn't.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Why can't we create something that's original though? Just something original.
Because originality is
No.
dead.
We're going to revive it, damn it. We're gonna make a game.
I am totally up. As a fellow aspiring writer, I'm totally up for writing something original. I am A-okay with that.
You would probably.
Adaptations, originals, I could do anything because I am a writer, damn
I was
it.
actually going to ask you sometime in the future if you wanted to do that because I am not creative.
Yes.
I'm not original.
Yes.
I made a story once. You guys want to hear it?
Yes. Please.
So like, one of my first games I intended to do, but shortly just quit, was a game about insanity outbreak. It's like, you know, zombie games. It's
Yeah.
not like a virus got released, but it's not per se a zombie virus. It just makes people insane. So like, you have to like traverse. It's like Fallout 2 inspired. You have to traverse the land, do so many quests,
Oh, okay.
and complete the overall objective. I haven't actually figured out the overall storyline yet, but I've just got like the basics
Oh,
down, like, you know, how it's going to play out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So anyway, you have to wear a suit at all times, and if it gets damaged, your sanity like goes down.
You did.
Well, like your sanity goes down, and until like you get an ejection of what was it, stem cells to in the brain, you like eject it in your brain, you you die, you go insane.
Oh, that sounds painful.
Like it's like radioaction, I can't even speak English. Somebody please speak for me. I can't speak today. I'm so tired.
But yeah, let's make an action RPG 10 times of Skyrim just by ourselves, and we'll do a Kickstarter for 5 million, and we'll get all
That's
of the
the reason
money.
why I quit though, because like a game like that is like massive. People don't understand how much how much people have to be involved to create that in a reasonable time.
I know.
Like, not only do you need separate writers for each region, you also need like the whole freaking map as well. And the map is huge. There's a lot of animations that you have to do. All the you have to like take into account what the player does. It is a nightmare. And I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna create a 2D platformer, and that's what I did.
I just got an idea.
Oh.
We should do a visual novel. How to Full Boyfriend 2!
Oh my god.
That game was so bloody good. Honey Pop.
Well, then,
Alex knows what's up.
well, that's good, because I don't have to do much work in that case.
But yeah, I guess you just have to start small, and then if people take interest in it, you can like hire on more people and get bigger and bigger and become Sierra, and then die.
And some
A sad, lonely, sad death.
I've always like been interested in creating games, but like it's so hard to fit.
So have I, but I've never had anyone to do it.
I know. I had the same problem. I had to do like a complete game by myself, and it's
oh yeah, you were telling
impossible.
me because your partner dropped out.
Oh, I've got a whole rave about that. I'm not even gonna go into it. I'm still mad about it.
Okay, quickly tell everyone the story.
Okay.
Tell
Well,
everyone.
basically, okay. This guy,
I love this story.
freaking guy, he was supposed to do art assets for me for a game I was creating, and he didn't tell me that he thought that he was only supposed to do like the art concepts and stuff. And like the day before, I rang him and said to him, "Hey man, do you got that art assets that I got you to do so I can implement it into the game? I've got everything ready, the code, everything is done." And he said, "What art assets? I got the I drew pictures." And I thought that was it. And I was like, I am literally gonna go over there with a plank of wood, and I'm gonna smash your knees in if you're not joking right now. And he said, can I get back to you in 5 minutes? I'm gonna run. I was not happy. Yeah. And I got no words really to like, because like the game wasn't like a simple. It was a simple game, but like it took me 2 weeks to do the coding side of it because I had a lot of problems. I had to rewrite it a couple times because my computer couldn't run it because it was inefficient. I had to make it efficient because my laptop's a piece of crap. But anyway, I completed the game. It was perfect. Every single mechanism was like what I wanted to put in, and that guy just I'm trying to calm myself down, but I'm so angry.
It's just funny because I've never like heard you rage, even about your like YouTube past and that. But you told me this story, and I was like, it's the first time that you've like raged. You raged a bit more when you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the sake of your image and for the sake of everyone's ears, you have to keep
also
it in.
because the people sleeping in my house and I don't want to wake them up. also that, but like, oh my, I was just so mad. I was like, I was livid, and I'm just thinking about it now because like I had to spend a whole night doing it, and it still looked like absolute crap, and I got poorer marks because of it, even though like the mechanics of it was like absolutely perfect, spot on. It looked like garbage, and that's what made marks down. And
Yeah. That's lame.
I think I ended up getting like a B to C. I can't remember, but I put a lot of work into it. Like I would spend nights on it. I loved it. Like loved working on it, and it was like
Yeah.
my pet project. And you know, you get attached to things if you work on it long enough. You know, and I think I still have the
Yeah.
game on my laptop, just sitting there. But like it's like to see it do it that poorly after putting so much work into it, it's just
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah. That's a big shame.
more than a shame. I was livid. It's a big livid pile of anger and saltiness. I know
I'm sure.
some people out there be like, yeah, I think you're overreacting a little bit. I don't think I am. Like, you know, if you like built a house, right? You built a house. You put all like blood, sweat, and tears into it, and then like the council comes over and says, this guy, that you assigned to like make sure that was all okay. This isn't actually okay. You were supposed to build on like, you know, on the other side of the road. I'm gonna have to tear this whole thing down. I'm like, I think that's the same type of thing because the other person screwed up, and now you have to like your thing that you've been working on is downgraded because of it.
Yeah.
It's just so easy, you know. Oh, anyway, back to the subjects. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
You also say that's lame, but oh yeah, I was about to say we need to actually get onto the game news, which we haven't gotten on for like
2
2 hours and like 20
Jeez.
minutes.
Okay, let's do it. Sorry.
Yeah, we've basically just been doing 2 hours. We're at 2 hours now.
Okay. Well.
Okay. First topic. Does Alex want to talk?
Oh, you're here.
Yeah, no, I've been here. I've been here. Just about. What's
Just
up?
like that. You were just like that. Good man.
But yeah, we're on to game
hello.
news.
So first off on game news, we've got
hello.
Titanfall 2 has been confirmed for the Xbox One, PS4, and PC.
No!
I didn't know that was in. Yeah.
not our
Well,
first
that
bit
is
of
the first bit of news now. So Titanfall, the game that no one wanted, but for some reason everyone wants a sequel, has a sequel coming.
And
yeah,
it's confirmed.
I don't
Titanfall 3
I don't understand
confirmed.
this. Titanfall was a colossal failure to my knowledge. Like everyone was like, "Oh my god, this is fucking amazing," and then like a week later, I was like, "Okay, I'm going back to COD now." Like it didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
From what I know, like it didn't reinvent anything really. It was like, "Oh look, there's these good Titan things here," but you could just be a little person man and take them out in like milliseconds because they were very very slow. And from what I've seen, is you can just jump on them and like kill them in one shot. Like you can just pull a battery out or something and they explode.
It was a good concept though.
I didn't really follow it. Yeah, I really liked the concept, but yeah, I didn't really follow it. I was really interested in it at first because of the concept. But yeah, nothing else piqued my interest, so I opted against it personally.
I enjoy the concept and that, and you know, I do want to get into it. But the thing is from what I've heard now, is the community is completely dead, and yeah, it's been dead for a while because they didn't innovate enough, and people didn't really like it. They'd say, "Oh, this is cool. I can be a Titan." Oh no, someone's destroyed my Titan immediately. Okay, I better be just a normal human being then, because Titans are pretty useless.
Yeah.
From what I've heard, a lot of people didn't enjoy being a Titan, which is supposed to be the big focus of it.
I know. I think it suffers from like the fact also it's I don't know how much game mode's in it.
No,
Because I haven't played it. I think it would. I think like the same thing with Evolve. It would get repetitive. I haven't played it, so I'm talking shit.
No, from what I've heard, it doesn't have very many game modes, and the game modes that it does are basically copy-paste Call of Duty ones.
Oh.
And also, it split the community because of obviously maps and shit, which split the community massively. And it was a quite small community that they split, so I don't understand why they're bringing out Titanfall 2. It's like, hey, do you not like that game? Yeah, it's a bit shit. Here's number 2. I'm not going to buy it then. First one was a bit shit.
Yeah, that'd be like if Brink brought out a sequel.
Well, then again, Dirty Bomb is apparently supposed to be Brink. Although that isn't by the same people, it's taking the premise of Brink, like the free running, firing and stuff. But if you can get down good, then you're okay.
But yeah, it's not that interesting. So yeah, basically Titanfall 2 confirmed coming to Xbox One, PS4.
I wasn't really interested in the first one. I'm not going to be interested in the second one. It looks exactly the same as the first one. First impressions anyway.
Speaking of Titanfall, the season pass is currently free. If you want to go over to Origin, you can pick that up for free. Apparently.
Even if you don't have the game.
I did that because I was like, I'm on the fence about buying the game, and yeah, I'm still on the fence even though I have the free season pass. That's bad when a game is that bad. It's like, here's some like a shitload of free content. Cool. Don't want to play your game still.
I'll just take that DLC even though I don't have the game, so I can't play it. But who gives a crap?
Yeah. I mean, it might be good, but the community's apparently dead, which is a problem.
Like free shit, it's still shit.
But basically. I heard that it doesn't have bots either, so it's like, great. So the community dies and you have no longevity for the game ever. So,
yeah, that's lame.
So WoW have brought out a new way of buying subscriptions with a thing called WoW tokens, which are effectively.
I'm thinking of taking it up now, considering I won't have to pay real money.
Well, you need to have WoW to start with to
get
it.
Yeah.
You need, basically the way that WoW tokens work is a person can buy these, and then they can sell those on the auction house or whatever, or give them to a friend or something, so they can get their subscription. Which works in a good way, I feel, because it's like you want your friend to play WoW, they don't want to pay for their subscription or so. You go, okay, here's a WoW token, and then we can get you enough money or something to buy more WoW tokens in-game or something. And if you enjoy it, then you'll be able to do it yourself and maintain it. Because apparently, I don't know what the price is going to be, because it's all going to be like... It's not going to be dictated by the computer, it'll be dictated by the community. So people may jack the price up to stupid high amounts.
Yeah.
But it's a good way. People were like, oh my god, Blizzard are triple dipping or quadruple dipping or whatever the hell it is. It's like... Not really, no. It's not really a new dip in the thing. It's, it's another way to subscribe, really.
Yeah. I wish Elder Scrolls
Elder Scrolls Online's going free to play.
Did that. Everyone called it, especially like if it was a one-time buy it once, then that's it. There probably wouldn't have been so much of a problem. But because at the last minute they decided to change to subscription-based, everyone was like, yeah, Knights of the Old Republic, free to play, for sure. And it's happened. We called it.
The thing was, it's like...
Boom. It's really unfortunate. It could have been a really cool
In this day and age,
game.
you can't do buy it, then subscribe. WoW could do it because that started fucking years ago. And people are just like, okay, well, I bought that like years ago. I'm not paying for it again. But the thing is, like... bringing up a new game now, it's like, hey, buy this game and then subscribe to us. It's like, well, no, now that I've had WoW for this long, I don't really want to do that ever again. I would prefer to do the Guild Wars approach and just buy it once or just subscribe. One or the other.
Yeah. And the thing is like with they kind of started it off and they proved themselves in that regard as well. It's not like with Elder Scrolls Online, everyone was like, yeah, cool, it's a one-time buy deal, and everyone was like, cool, and even then I was like on board for it, because it'd be like, I don't know, $60-$80 depending where you lived, and that'd probably be like 80 Australian. I was completely fine getting a collector's edition, getting some cool shit with it, And then they said no, it's actually going to be like you buy our crap, and then you subscribe to it. I'm like, that's stupid. I'm paying for your stupid game and then paying more so I can continue to play the product that I bought. It's dumb.
There's no space for it anymore in this day and age. WoW is a behemoth, so it's not going to really be dropped from it. Like, they can sell expansions and they can still make you pay, but it's because WoW is so big. Elder Scrolls has a big following, but the following is known for, like, single player. I don't know many people that play Elder Scrolls games that is like, oh my god, I really want a frickin' MMO. Like, I don't think anyone's ever said, oh my god, I really want an Elder Scrolls MMO. And Bethesda were like, here's one.
Yeah, like...
It's like, but we didn't ask for that. We want fucking Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
It's like, MMO?
Yeah, I... It's like, no, I don't want an MMO. But I think, like, they should have focused their time into adding, like, multiplayer to Fallout and Elder Scrolls, because that would... Wait, where is this music coming from? There's music coming from somewhere. It randomly crops up, and I think it's from one
Close
of my...
some of your browsers.
I think...
something in my browsers. And I don't know which one it's coming from. But it's stopped now. It just pops up every now and then. But yeah, I would love to have multiplayer in either of those games and just cruise around in the Wasteland or in Tamriel with a group of my friends, not with a bunch of strangers.
I would love for a...
Jeez.
I think the people who wanted multiplayer said, I want multiplayer in a single-player experience. They didn't say, I want an MMO. There's a massive difference.
I want to play...
Pretty much.
Fallout 2 with other people. Not Fallout 2, because it's an old game. I love Fallout 2, though.
Okay, we're going backwards
I
in
want that
time
re-release.
now.
HD textures.
Yeah.
Because
he just wants to be a drug lord.
Fallout 2, being a drug lord was the best thing in my whole life.
Never completed it.
I have a feeling for Fallout 4 they're gonna kind of go back to the roots a bit, because all they've made is Fallout 3 and New Vegas, but New Vegas was like
People
it wasn't
liked Vegas more.
like it was no
People
Fallout
liked Vegas
4.
a lot more than 3.
I
apparently.
personally,
but
it's
just
kind
character for me.
Yeah, some people like 3 better. I like the mechanics of Fallout New Vegas a lot more because there's more stuff like the crafting that like going from like if you haven't played either of them, I would definitely suggest playing Fallout 3 and then New Vegas. But if you've like, for me, I already played New Vegas and then I went to Fallout 3 and yeah, it was just a downgrade. Like, the story wasn't a downgrade, but the actual gameplay in that was a bit of a downgrade, and I didn't like it as much as I could have. But then I added mods and all this
way too much.
And I really...
Am I the only person who was disappointed by Fallout 3? Am I the only person?
No.
A lot of people hated
know.
Fallout 3 because it was very different from Fallout 2 and 1 and Tactics.
Fallout New Vegas was just... I think it was a step in the wrong direction. Like, it doesn't feel like
someone who started...
It doesn't feel like Fallout.
Being someone who started on Oblivion and Morrowind and that, I really enjoyed it when they changed that and did like Fallout 3 in the same sort of style. But yeah, I got a feeling that Fallout 4 is going to be really, really, really good. And it's going to go back to its roots a bit more, but the gameplay is still going to be the first person, third person thing. Like, as me, because I guess for them, they thought that it would be better to have it be more immersive. And for me, personally, to get immersed in something, I have to feel like I'm actually that character. And when I'm looking from, like, a bird's eye view down on my character, I feel more like a god kind of thing, like in The Sims. I don't really feel like the character. And, yeah. And I really enjoyed Fallout 3's approach a lot better, personally. But yeah, if you like Fallout 2, check out Wasteland. Yeah. Or Wasteland 2. That's a good game. And it's similar.
Wasteland was basically birth of Fallout.
Yeah, I was about to say, it was pretty much what started the whole thing.
Yeah. Like, it just doesn't, like... With like, the NCR and the the other guy, the Legions. It doesn't feel like Fallout. It feels like, just a regular RPG. You got like two factions there fighting. It feels like Skyrim.
Yeah, but you could go your own
basically.
faction. That's why I liked. I like those like NCR, Legion, House, and then your South as well.
But that's not what
Yeah,
Fallout
and
is,
you can
though.
pretty much just do whatever the hell you want.
But Fallout isn't factions, though. Fallout is like surviving in the wasteland, trying to be like the ultimate survivor. It's not about choosing a side of this huge faction.
Although you
But
can,
you can do that, and that's going on the
you can
side.
do that. Yeah,
I know, but
yeah, I was about to say it. Pretty much with Fallout 3, it was pretty much what you made of it. Like with me being someone who wanted to camp out in the middle of nowhere, all by myself, and live off the land and be like super immersive, especially with tons of like hunger mods and that, I didn't see much of a difference between Fallout like 1, 2, and 3. But I guess it really does depend on your playstyle and what you have access to in terms of mods as well. And yeah, it's pretty much what you made of it. It's like with Skyrim, it's pretty much what you make of it. Like a lot of people complained about the color, like the color in Oblivion was like a lot more like saturated and a bit more vibrant, but the color in Skyrim wasn't as saturated. And then came like EMBs and that. Like I personally prefer the sharpshooter EMB, and it just pretty much brought all the color back, and like my game looks really, really good. But yeah, it's pretty much what you make of it. The vanilla Skyrim is not as good as modded Skyrim, in my personal opinion.
I haven't been bothered to mod it, so I guess that's one of my problems.
Yeah. You should mod the shit
All
of it
of them.
out of it, but if you, considering you, what you've told me about your machine, you probably wouldn't be able to run sharpshooter EMB. Because my machine barely runs sharpshooter EMB on like 30 frames per second. But then again, I do have a shit ton of other graphical mods and lighting mods. But my game looks freaking fantastic. So it's worth it.
Oh. I like the... I'm looking at Wasteland 2 at the moment, and I kind of like the fact that it carries the same thing as Fallout. Like the top-down, which is something I was looking for in Fallout 3, which was something I was probably... I won't say I was disappointed, but I was really looking for.
I think...
like that type of, control.
I think they chose to go first person, though, because, these days not many people will really play like a top-down thing, and they're becoming less popular.
Yeah.
So they're like, right, well, we want to make a Fallout. Let's make it a little bit more safe for this market and stuff, and try and make it as Fallout-esque, but make it third or first person.
Yeah, I was about to say Fallout probably wouldn't exist anymore if Bethesda didn't decide to do that. There would be no Fallout if they did top-down, because... And as well, you can't play that on console, and that's what, like, the main demographic was like, console at the time.
Yeah, they're trying to get more eyes on the thing.
Like,
yeah.
I know why they did it.
Yeah, and the mods are so good!
It's just like, coming from Fallout 1 and 2, like, I was such a big fan of those two games, and just for them to take this entirely new direction with what they're doing with it, it's just like, I don't feel any nostalgia with 3 and 4. It's just completely different games. In my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, I personally disagree, but yeah, that's...
Yeah. I just have, like, I don't know, just the memories of being a drug dealer. It's really hard to be a drug dealer in Fallout 3 New Vegas.
What?
Well, it's what you make of it. That's pretty much what I loved about, that's what I love in general, about, like, Bethesda's, RPGs, is that it's pretty much what you make of it. You can do you have so much freedom in the game. You can be a drug lord if you want. Maybe not to the same extent, but I have a feeling with Fallout 4 there's going to be a lot more freedom in that regard, because think about it, Fallout 3 was their first Fallout game, And then they did Fallout New Vegas, which they didn't even do. Obsidian did that. And Obsidian, being fantastic writers, they wrote really, really good companions and, like, a pretty decent story. And, like, I love, like, that's what I hated about Fallout 3, was that their companions sucked. You basically said, oh yeah, I have good karma, I have neutral karma, I have bad karma, and so do you. Follow me. And they're like, okay. And they followed you and they said nothing the whole way. And it was really awkward. And I felt like an actual NPC was following me, not like a friend or anything. That's why I really like companion mods for Skyrim, because I have like Vilya and Arissa and Inigo and all of those really famous companion mods, and they are so good, and they actually make you feel like that you have like a person with you and like an actual written character, not just some dumb NPC that always utters the words, I am sworn to carry your burdens.
Oh, good, yeah.
Damn it, Lydia. Gosh dang it, Lydia.
That's why I never ever delved into like companions. I just killed everyone.
Mods. I got really attached to Vilya, and then spoilers, she gets kidnapped, and then you save her, and I was like, oh, I feel like a real hero. And then I played that song whatever that's like, I need a hero, and I kept playing it. I just smiled to myself the whole time, because this was after I finished Saints Row the Third.
I haven't even completed that.
So at the end, it's like and it had that song. So I'm like, I'm gonna try something, and I played the song in the background while playing Skyrim and riding on my horse like a badass, and I felt like a massive
I remember
badass.
Saints Row 4.
But in real life, I was an massive
riding the
flanker.
missile with Aerosmith playing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've only just met you, but I think you were pretty cool.
That dialogue.
I used to like, in Fallout New Vegas though, I used to like bringing Boone to me when I was going to murder a massive load of NCR. Because he's just like, we shouldn't be friends anymore. I don't like doing this. I'm just like, well, you have freedom of will. You don't have to shoot these guys. I can shoot these guys. You can wait.
No, I loved being someone who hated the Legion. I just always brought him with me on my Legion hunts, and I just slaughtered all of the Legion. And then they respawned, and then I slaughtered them again
woman
and again.
with the power fist to go kill the Brotherhood of Steel, and I took Boone to go kill NCR, just to see what happened. Because I'm a dick.
That's terrible, but it's awesome at the same time.
I am a massive dick.
The funny thing is with New Vegas.
Yeah, Veronica's just like, you're killing, like, my family. You should probably stop that. And it's like, nah, power fist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways,
So
awkward
good.
silence.
I was just about to say, like, my first playthrough over not Sony Vegas. What the hell? I got the bloody stupid.
First time I played through Red Dead Software.
What game are we talking about again? I'm high.
New Vegas.
New Vegas. Oh yes. Okay.
What?
I'm focusing on New Vegas.
What?
Don't change the subject.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, you're the one who brought it up.
Trying to bring it up. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. So.
Yes, you did. You're like, I'm high.
Anyway, the first playthrough of New Vegas, I killed Caesar, and I didn't even know that was like the end goal. Well, not end goal, but like one of the end goals they can do. I just did it like out of random. I was like, I can kill a Caesar. Bam, did it. Got out. I was playing an easy difficulty. I don't even know why.
I just loved going up to Veronica for the first time, the Brotherhood of Steel chick. I just loved going up to her, and she's like asking you about the Brotherhood of Steel to see if she, if she wants to travel with you or not. And I love saying to her, and she's like, oh yeah, so what do you think? And I love replying with, oh yeah, I've learned to just kill them on sight and just kill them all. And she's like, okay, well, see ya. And it's like really awkward, like, she just kind of nods and smiles the whole time and just pretends that she's not with the Brotherhood of Steel. While deep down inside, she's like, oh my gosh, this guy could just kill me right here and now. It amused me.
Yeah, I admit I didn't really talk to many people in those games, even though
I talk to everyone. There's so many assholes in the wasteland.
I know
I'll
that's
tell
why I
ya.
don't talk to people, because everyone's assholes. I basically just, tried to relive my dreams of becoming a drug lord. There should be a game just specifically of becoming a drug lord. There should be.
I'm trying to think. There is a game for that. There's a game for everything.
Fallout 2 talk. So you've completed Fallout 2, I'm guessing.
Yes.
I was unable to escape the starting area.
The starting area.
Like you're like that tribal person side. It's like go here. So I was like clicking like everywhere. It's like you can't leave the city yet. I'm like, but you just told me to fucking leave.
You're talking about the trials, right?
Oh,
you have to go and do your trials first, then you have to leave.
Maybe.
You have to go.
You have to go
I
into
did.
the
There's nothing in there either. I was like, where do I go?
There's a key. Okay.
I tried killing the guard. Okay.
Don't kill the. Oh my god, it's so bad.
I thought he would let me pass if he was dead.
Apple's
I was like,
just
it wouldn't let me do anything, so I was like, fuck it, you are gonna die. So I tried killing the guard. It didn't work well.
I must have been like 8 years old and I did it. I did it when I was younger.
No, I loved playing Fallout New Vegas with like low intelligence.
Oh, that's fun in any Fallout game.
Do you go Oompa Boomba and stuff at people?
And
oh my god.
Yeah, and it's just it makes it so awkward, and everyone just feels so sorry for you, and so they do crap for you. I like with a lot of characters, or not a lot, but quite a few characters. You either need really high intelligence or really low intelligence to like make them do crap for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you have high intelligence, you just go, oh, you should help me because all of these sophisticated answers. And then when you're dumb, you just go, oh, smart. And they're like, yes, you are.
I'm gonna go and replay Borderlands.
And then,
not Borderlands. Fallout now. Really, really low intelligence. I've never went low intelligence. I'm always super high intelligence.
You
same.
You should play low intelligence on Fallout 2.
And I love looking up people's playthroughs with low intelligence.
You should play low intelligence on Fallout 2. The dialogue sometimes is just amazing.
Yeah.
I've been watching Sips's playthrough of number 1, and it looked impossible. And it's like basically luck that he's completed it so far. I was like, I could never have done this. I wouldn't have ever been that lucky to arrive at these points with no sort of direction.
No, he's actually pretty lucky. I mean, unless you have knowledge of how the game works and you've already completed the game, doing it on low intelligence is like impossible. It should be possible.
Suicide.
Should be impossible. But somehow Sips has done it. I don't.
Yeah, he found
amazing.
like the vault which had the water chip in by accident.
I was like watching it, and I was like, "Oh, he's never gonna do it." And then he landed on the area where I know the water chip is. I was like, "Oh my god! If he does this, I'm gonna like."
There's multiple water chips.
No, probably not. It's been a while
since
You know what? I really want another Vampire the Masquerade game because that game was so like diverse.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you played as those vampires or whatever that like pretty much lose their mind once they become a vampire, and you can actually have an argument with a stop sign. I'm not joking. It's pretty much the equivalent to having low intelligence in Fallout, but even like more diverse and more like, you know, well done and more like fully fleshed out. And
I thought this game was basically like fucking terrible.
It's great. It. I love it. I got addicted to it because I watched Jimmy B's playthrough of it, and I really liked it. I really liked it.
Let me just.
But I got it really cheap as well, so even if I hated it, I didn't have anything to lose, really, except a couple of bucks. Yeah. I don't know whether you'd like it or not. So, like, if it goes on sale or whatever,
if it's like cheap, a Fallout sort of weird thing. Yeah. That's my sort of game.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the topics because we're going to. Well, this podcast is going to be 4 or 5 hours long.
Yeah, we went way ahead. It's already on its way to being 3 hours.
So
real soon. As opposed to our last one, which was like
I
an
like
hour
long
and a half,
podcasts. They're good.
which was really short. Yeah,
Rare.
so do I.
The talent at
Very
Rare
good.
are inside the studio making Banjo-Kazooie's spiritual successor.
Really?
Which we talked about,
Did
I
we?
think,
I wasn't
last
here.
time. Yeah. Okay, I talked about it. There was just concept art that was like released, on Banjo-Kazooie's spiritual successor. And yeah, basically, this article like goes on about the studio that are doing it, so you get to know a bit more, know that it's legit, and
See-
all of that. Nothing really stood out to me. They just kind of talked about themselves, and well, you're
Yeah.
either interested in it or you're not.
I'm on the fence with this because I liked Banjo-Kazooie, but I hated it as well
Yeah, so
because
did
it was
I.
so fucking hard. I remember going to that rusty bucket bay
Oh,
and being
yeah.
eaten by sharks. That gave me nightmares as a kid, and I did not want to play that game again because I had an irrational fear of sharks because of that. I don't mind sharks
Aw.
nowadays, but because of
Poor
that,
little
I was like,
Alex.
fuck sharks, they are dicks. That game, like, I was just like, I could never. I don't think I've ever completed it because I could never get past Rusty Bucket Bay because I didn't really understand what to do in there, and there were sharks that killed me.
Yeah.
I think it's Rusty Bucket Bay, the
Like-
big boat one,
The big boat one.
the one that's you go across like a big boat and you got to press buttons and shit.
I haven't actually played this game, so
Oh,
I don't know much about it. And since it's not Civilization 5, I'm not really interested in it at the moment. Maybe after I'm over the whole Civilization
anyway,
thing.
something that you may be more interested in: Star Citizen. It's going to be over 100 gig,
Wait.
huh?
Well, wait.
Screw that.
I was about to say, can we there's one topic that doesn't have a lot of information quickly. But yeah, Dead Space developer wants to return to the series, but they're too busy with Hardline and all that bull crap, so that's pretty much all they said. So there could be the another Dead Space
4,
game
this
is on the
time,
table for those people who are
like,
interested.
Isaac will be a massive hulking man with freaking massive muscles and
Pretty
punching off the
much.
faces of necromorphs. I'm a fan of Dead Space,
Yeah.
but fuck those guys for
And
making it a stupid action game.
Can I just say here?
I love
The first one was pretty good. It's just like Fear. They start good. It's like a little bit scary, but then they turn it into an action game. I don't understand. Why do they do this? It's not supposed to be. I don't know. I'm not interested in Dead Space 4 at all.
Ever heard of Cold Fear?
Cold Fear.
It's
Unless
a really
they go
old
back
PS2
to their
game.
roots. Yes.
No, I haven't heard of it. I'll quickly Google it.
Basically, you're on a. I don't remember all of it because I didn't get that far because I played it when I was quite young and that game scared the shit out of me. But like you're on like a boat sort of thing in the middle of the ocean. There's like loads of like aliens or zombies or something attacking it and that, and it's real fucking scary because it's like very very tense and very good done. It's really hard. Just while we're on the topic of scary games. Anyway, Star Citizen will be over 100 gigabytes in size.
Which is a 20th of my
Yes, do
hard
you know what's-
drive.
They've
I have 2 terabytes.
People did a little test and stuff to find how long this will take to download on the average Australian internet.
Oh god.
110
a year, 3
hours
years.
of continuous download.
I don't think I want to get Star Citizen anymore.
I'm gonna
Guess how
stay
big the patch
away
is
from
going to
that
be.
game.
I'm sure Beatnik can do it with his fiber
gets-
optics.
It gets
I hope
worse.
you're listening to
Patches
this,
will be
Beatnik.
20 gig a piece.
How often are the patches, by the way? Is it every month or?
I'm not entirely sure, but the thing is this game isn't released yet. This game is like still sort of in the concept days and stuff. And let's have a look at its website quickly to see how much it has raised. Star Citizen.
They should just put it on a freaking disc.
All of the money.
Yeah.
Or send you a hard drive with the game on.
Yeah, it's like with Dragon Age Inquisition. I bought that physically, and it came as 4 discs. But it didn't take too long to install, because, installing doesn't take that long.
Downloading 100 gigs.
Yeah, bloody hell. Downloading that through Origin, I would want to shoot myself. I'm so glad I bought the actual game. I also did buy the actual game because it was a lot cheaper, and I got it on sale.
So I can't find how much it's raised at the moment, but I think, if I remember correctly, I was reading up on this and that, and it's made somewhere in the region so far of around $75 million or so.
Which is
raising by
lot.
about $400 every few minutes. Now, to give a sort of idea, this game isn't released yet. I think it's 2016 release. You can buy ships and stuff ahead of time because
Why not?
Yeah, and these ships, for example, just looking at the first 3 it's got on the website, $150, $90, $54 for a ship.
The thing is, though, when you do play the game, from what I've heard, you can actually buy these ships in-game on the full release.
It's insane. People are spending thousands of dollars in this game before it's even released.
I don't get it.
It looks amazing. It's going to be the biggest game in history, literally. The people that are making it are going back to the roots of PC, when PC games were pushing the boundaries of everything, when PC games were not everyone's sort of... Well, when PC games used to be the thing of where it was hey, look at this cool new PC game. Well, yeah, I can't even run it yet, but it's amazing. Like Crysis and Doom and stuff like that, the original days, where games were so good that your computer wouldn't be able to run them, so you had to buy a better computer. What they're doing with this, they're aiming for a 8K resolution. Not made. There's no such thing that can run 8K.
Yep.
Apart from cinemas.
There's no monitor that runs 8K, is there?
No. Cinemas can run 8K.
Well, we can't play this in a cinema, can we?
Yep, so let's just go to a cinema.
This is the level of insanity these people
just take it in
doing.
turns, one person at a time. Yep.
Yeah.
But I love the ambition, and then things are, with them, they don't just say they'll do it, they actually try to do it as well.
They're not going to try. They will make it 8K. Cool. It's just no one will be able to run it that high.
Yeah. And then and then someone will have to make an 8K monitor. But that is sick as. I would totally fork out money on an 8K monitor if it wasn't $5 million.
The size.
But, yeah, even 4K has recently started to become a thing. Even just 2K in general has started to become more of the norm. And now it's up to 8K already.
Who does everything on Mac and that, and he does 4K resolution, all of his videos. YouTube actually allows 4K uploads.
Yeah.
Yeah, ridiculous. Yeah. Imagine 8K uploads. That'll happen
2016, 2017, because this game isn't released to 2016, so they don't need the screens till then.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's the thing is, with Star Citizen, people are going to realize that there's now a demand for those specific things, and it's going to be allowed. YouTube will allow that as well, especially if it becomes a big thing, because they want more revenue, they want more ads, and they want more people coming and basically giving them money. So
it's going to be the days where people are oh, what's that peasant 1080p video? Pah, fuck you. I'm watching mine in my 62,000 PC. K. Yeah, 62 million.
Yeah, K.
But it looks... I'm really excited for this game. I played Elite Dangerous and that. My problem with Elite Dangerous is it's a very open world, and playing on the multiplayer side of things doesn't give me any reason to, because people in the multiplayer are dicks and will just kill you, and there's no sort of repercussions. Star Citizen, from what I've seen and heard at least, seems to actually have a repercussion for killing each other, so there's going to be more population. I stopped playing Elite Dangerous actually now, but I played with a friend of mine, me and him played, but because there was only 2 of us and that, the rest of the world was filled with NPCs. We barely saw each other because, you're warp driving everywhere, so you don't see each other then. And it's just, I don't know, it just felt so empty, and it just felt so meh. But I don't want to play the online side of things because money takes an ass load of time to get, and you'll be killed pretty much instantly online because some bastard would have been in like a super ship and just shot you. It's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they're gonna have like PvP servers and that, but of course they're gonna have like, it's not gonna be like DayZ with spaceships and 8K graphics. Like, yeah, they'll make sure. Yeah, there will be stuff going on. But yeah, I'm really excited. It seems like because there's so many companies that like are really, really ambitious. Like, it's very easy to be ambitious and have big dreams and big passions and that, but actually following them through and actually doing them is a whole different level. So it's really cool to see a good group of developers that are actually trying to do stuff and are actually aiming to do it. And because they're aiming to do it and they have the know-how and the ability to do it, they will eventually do it. Well, they just need time to do it.
I don't know. Like, as a developer, you have to, like, cut out the fat, so to speak, because you don't want to... Because in the development industry, every, like, month, you're spending money. Like, and if you're doing... it's really hard to explain. But if you're doing, like, one part of everything, like going overboard or being ambitious, you're not really making that much more profit for the amount of work you put in. So I think most of the developers out there will try to go for a more realistic approach. I don't know how. Well, I actually do know how people did this. Like, went this ambitious because they've got lots of money now. But, like, usually developers have, like, a set amount of funds for a project before they get cut.
Yeah, I was just about to say, with these guys, they do have a shit ton of money to work with, like, a lot. Like, to the point, yeah, because, like, not every single game developer that can push the boundaries to 8K and then 16K, otherwise we'd be, like, advancing too fast for our own good. But, like... yeah, it's good to have developers like these that do that, because we do need to have a push sometimes to improve in that. Like when plasma TVs came out, they realized that this is probably not the best design, so then they did LCD and then LED, and it just got better and better. And now they have a shit ton of other TVs, and there's new like crap coming out. There's like 4K TVs that are already out, and it's ridiculous. It's really interesting too. I really want to upgrade my monitor, actually.
I want
to think of
upgrade
it.
everything.
Dang it! Why did I have to come up with that? I just want to upgrade everything. I just want money. Please give me money, please. Please subscribe to my channel, watch all of my videos, and give me all of your money. Thank you.
Sponsored by Head and Shoulders.
The end. And Razor, and everything of the above that we mentioned throughout this whole video.
Click on
Sponsored by Star Citizen.
Sponsored by everyone. Okay, if we say that we're sponsored by something, they give us monies, right? That's how it works.
It's marketing 101.
Yeah, totally. So we're sponsored... Okay, I'm just going to read off everything. Okay, we're sponsored by eBay, Nintendo DS, new Sony PlayStation PS4 500GB console, Skylanders Giants, Spyro, new in box, Homefront, Cell Factor Revolution, Deus Ex, Human... Wait, was it Evolution? Yeah. Okay, let's just... And Facebook share button, and the Twitter share button, and David Scammell, and 2016, and World of Tanks, and...
A was in there for some reason. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sponsored by 2016.
Last bit of gaming news of this podcast.
Sponsored by $5.
Delayed till 2016. This is, of course, the new Homefront release. It looked quite okay.
No!
I was kind of a little bit excited for it when I saw some stuff at I think it's E3. I didn't go to E3, but I saw the live stream for it. I was kind of excited for it, but never. I wasn't going to be rushing out the door to get it.
I'm excited.
So it hasn't bothered me too much.
Yeah, that's kind of like with me, like with The Last of Us, I was like bursting through the door. I'm like, I need my game. I need my video game. I need to go home and play this right now. And I was so excited to like play it on a weekend, and that I just finished the whole game in like one night. It's fantastic. I think it was 2 nights because the game is pretty long. But yeah, with like Homefront, I won't be that crazy. I was like the same with Skyrim, but yeah, I won't be that crazy. But I definitely enjoyed the first one. The first one was really cool, and it left on a really cool note. And considering it's called Homefront: The Revolution, there's clearly going to be revolution, so it's going to be really cool.
Like
Hopefully it's something more like akin to the French Revolution, because the French Revolution was like really interesting and really cool. And then you have the American Revolution, which wasn't that interesting, and it was
be
quite
set in
boring.
modern day, by the way, just so you know. You're basically a rebel fighter group sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
Against North Korea. Pretty much. That's actually like legit the storyline. Funny that we're actually
North Korea
talking about it
takes over the
earlier.
world, right?
He just gets his belly. He's like, I'm gonna eat you all. Quick.
Where is this game taking place?
North Korea.
But yeah.
Like, I thought like, does it?
It's something it's like an alternative reality where Korea basically took over most of the world. If I remember correctly, it's set in America, but North Korea has taken over America.
Well, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a more serious answer. Jesus.
Okay. It's just, I've heard about this.
Mm-hmm.
I think I did hear about this game before, but like, still not that much interested.
I found it quite cool. You can make like RC car bombs and stuff.
It was a cool game. I liked
Which
it. Yeah.
looked kind of cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the game came out a while ago, so it'll be interesting to see what they do, because it's been 4 years since it was released, and then if it's being delayed till next year, then it'll be 5 years. So I hope it's good. I actually want to go back to the first one and play it, because I haven't played it for years. I played it when it first came out, so
I haven't played it at all.
For 4 years.
Right.
Jeez.
Do we want to wrap up the
But
podcast?
I'm excited. But yeah, it's personally my kind of genre, so I like it. Anything's my kind of genre. I like action. Action and RPGs. Action RPGs even better if done right. Okay, yeah, we can wrap it up.
Wait,
Shamelessly plugging yourself again.
Quickly, we must say what is, because
what releases have been done?
Talk about releases. What releases or new-ish releases
Steam. What is
are
being
you
released
excited
today?
about? That's cheap. Okay, I'm going to talk about my favorite newer release so far is Darkest Dungeon, because it's really freaking cool and it's a really cool game and I really like it, so you should buy it.
Right.
Sponsored
Okay, so
by
today
Darkest
on the new releases on Steam we have Quasar Al Wasat International. What the fuck is this? Quasar Al Wasat International Edition. It doesn't seem to have too much international. It just seems to be set in like the East. It looks very weird. It's apparently an indie 2D action adventure. It's apparently difficult. The trailer doesn't explain much. Where the most wondrous... I don't know what this is. I don't know if...
Okay, good talk.
Yes. Radum. Looks like a flash game.
And Sidmir's Starships, which has accumulated
That's not out yet.
mixed user reviews on Steam. So if you like Civ 5, yes it is.
Yeah, but I'm talking about today. Today's
Came
releases
out like
are the only
3
ones I care
days
about.
ago.
Tennis Elbow, 2013.
Yeah, no. Well, technically it won't be. Technically, it won't be today's releases because this podcast will be uploaded on Thursday. So
doesn't even make sense. Okay, so apparently this Tennis Elbow thing was released today and January 24th.
Never mind.
Good job, Steam. Tennis Elbow is a tennis simulator. Yeah,
Tennis Elbow
sponsored by Tennis Elbow
2013.
and Elbow.
So
Yeah, there's basically a lot of shit that got released
can't
today.
believe
Ally
this
Cops
is
left
like
its
a
early
thing.
access and has been made a full release. Ally Cops is really cool. People should check that out if they like cool games.
okay.
It's a really cool isometric shooter thing where you're like a cop set in like the 1970s, and if I remember correctly, it was done by Team 17. Yeah. It's
this looks
real
cool. This looks like my kind of
It's
game.
real cool. Like you can like set
on my
people
wish
up on
list
that
it
and
goes.
like make them shoot people and they pass them and it looks really cool. I've been meaning to get it, but I wasn't entirely sure about picking up any more early access games because I picked up so goddamn many now.
Yeah, I'm kind of strapped for cash, so maybe it's not.
Even if I had all the cash in the world, I
you
wouldn't
know,
buy
money.
those types of games because they're usually shit and waste my time.
Early access games.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
this
it's
is
got
an early
pretty
access. This is
positive
finished now.
results.
Finished full
It's
release.
not. Yeah.
And it was made
it's
by
full.
Team 17, the people who made Worms. Yeah.
It's not like
They
the
got
towns.
a good freaking background here. Worms. They made Worms. Well, it's the publisher. They're the publisher at least, but still, I trust these guys, and it's a really cool looking game.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so far the reviews and that are pretty positive, and yeah, on my wish list it goes. I so want to buy it. This looks like my kind of game.
Anyway.
Even if I had all the money in the world, I'd probably buy everything, even a $10,000 virtual spaceship.
Well,
maybe not, but I would.
if you want to waste your
a
fortune,
little-
then
I think 10,000 out of 10 million is not even going to put a dent in it. Not even going to put a dent in it. Like, the thing is, do you realize how much, like, interest that kind of money accumulates while it's in the bank account? A lot. You can live off the interest. That's how much. You can just live off the
But
interest
you will be
and still
taxed
live
like
comfortably.
shit by your government and stuff.
Very comfortably. Unless you vote for Liberal in Australia, but nobody gives a shit about Liberal. Liberal can go die. What? Liberal. No, I am all for the middle class. Even if I had $1 million trillion, I would still be for the middle class. I don't care about tax. If I have enough money for myself, then that's all I need, really.
yeah.
But yeah. So long as it's not going towards obese people who really don't want to look after themselves and just eat themselves to death, then yeah,
No.
I probably shouldn't live in America then.
Well,
if
actually,
that's what my tax
it's more
dollars are
fatties
going
in
towards.
Australia.
No, I'd rather live in Australia and have my tax dollars go to hopefully getting fiber optics.
If only.
Hopefully accessible
Nah,
to
you're dreaming.
everyone. One day Labour will like come back and then they'll be like, we're spending all of the money that Liberal saved. That's how it happens though. Everyone hates on Liberal because they're too stingy, and then everyone hates on Labour because they like drive the country into debt. So you can't win.
Trying to
Politics
run a country would suck so bad because like everything you do is being heavily criticized, like by everyone.
Yeah, at least by one other person.
No.
Like you can't please
You have to make
everyone.
decisions that impact everyone.
But yeah, who would want to be a politician? That seems like an awful job because everyone just hates you. Like, yeah, like even if you have majority of the people love you or whatever, like there'll still be tons of people who hate you.
Well,
it's really sad.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Also, I want to talk about if we're talking about like releases way into the future.
I was talking about politics and getting all patriotic on your ass, and you're like, let's talk about video games.
I'm trying to get everything on schedule. God damn. Yeah.
We've almost hit 3 hours. We just have
okay,
like
3.5
minutes to go.
Okay.
I want to talk about Mortal Kombat, the only other game.
Oh, Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah, the only other game.
The only game that nobody cares about. I'm joking. I just wanted your reaction.
Dare you, good sir. It's the only game that's gotten me to like, think about other games other than Civ 5 at the moment. Like, I'm not good at Mortal Kombat. I just like pulling people's spines out of their faces.
right,
not,
of course.
well,
Why don't you
because
try
I
doing
get
that in real
more
life?
than a restraining order, I go to jail.
That's a point.
To jail. I'm not
Only if
good at
you get
hiding
caught.
like a whole dead body or a skull.
No, then just become a black man and strip and run
I
only
can't.
next to black walls. That could be extremely racist if the proper context isn't added. But just to clarify, we are not racist, or I'm not at least, and I'm pretty sure Alex is black, so we got all our bases covered.
I was like, waiting for the lead up to like you calling me racist. But I think that Apple Babble over there is racist. I thought that was like the lead up. I was like waiting for it, and I was just about to react to it, but then like it didn't come. I was like, oh.
No, I was kind of thinking about it. I was like, we haven't we have no idea what Tom looks like. Like, so far to us, he looks like a dog, because of his picture. But like, I thought about it. I was like, what if like Tom, like we see Tom for the first time, whatever, and he ends up being like the most ugliest person in the world. We'd all be like, oh, like his eyeball is like where it shouldn't be, and then like, he's got like a really bad monobrow. Yeah, and he's got like a really, really horrible hunchback for being,
he has like sweat that just drives on his arms.
And then I thought about he's got like 5 million rolls. He did say like the other week or something, oh yeah, I'm getting a little bit pudgy considering I'm not exercising as much.
Yeah.
So maybe a little bit pudgy means a little something more. But yeah, then I thought about it. I was like, what if he has like the body of a god and then he's like drop dead gorgeous? Like what then? What then? Or what if he
make Tom babies.
That's the only reasonable explanation for anything. Let's not go there. Abort.
Quickly get back to the building.
Right. Anyway.
No pun intended.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I was like, oh, what if like Alex? What if Alex has like the most beautiful face?
Yeah, it's anime.
And then we laugh at you now, and what if you're like actually like legit serious and we don't believe you, and you actually have like the most like chiseled chin and jawline ever, and you have the most beautiful purple eyes ever.
What?
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I love that. Apple's
just like his anime
what? You can get purple eyes? Yes, Apple. I have purple eyes.
I thought you guys were being serious there.
And the reference
I completely forgot that he had purple eyes in your anime character. Like, I can't believe I forgot.
Yeah, and I have brown hair and brown eyes. Totally.
I totally have like a
I actually do.
I totally have secret eyes all the time, as you can see by my profile.
Oh yeah. Your face is actually red and your head is actually, in fact, an apple. Like, who would do that? Go on the internet and tell lies?
I know. Like, this is exactly what I look like. I have, like, that background with me all the time. It's like, a cardboard cutout that I put up, like, the other side of my head. So, like, when I go downtown, I'm, like, very cool, I'm with the cool.
Yeah, of course. If you go to a convention and that, like, as Apple Babble, can you please, like, make, like, an apple mask helmet thing and please go as an apple? Please.
Okay.
For me?
If it's for you.
Please.
Of course. Because I owe you anything.
Please. Oh, this like podcast just took a different
all types of retarded.
I've seen like Apple costumes where you're just completely an apple. I'll do that.
Oh, please do that.
I can like go in there and act like I'm trying to sell like an Apple product. You know those stands where you go and try out like an apple, like a product, I can like set up a stall and try to be that guy. I'm just gonna pull apple juice and everything, like ordinary apple juice.
Oh, okay. What could possibly
Everything.
go wrong?
Probably be arrested.
Probably. You could.
You could die.
Stop
resisting. And then
I'm not resisting.
Stop
I'm
resisting.
just standing on the ground. Please stop it. No. God.
Ooh, this took a whole
It's taken a lot of turns.
different turn. What was that? It's just like, no!
Please, no!
No!
Please, not the face! Out of my face!
Get the clamps!
Oh my god.
Oh, far out.
Jeez.
What is wrong with us?
An educated
We should
guess
go kill
would be
ourselves
everything.
Oh, this is what happens when it's like 1:40 AM and you have two people who can't deal with being sleep deprived very well.
But it's like my logic is just like 2 equals banana at the moment, you know?
I can count to potato.
Gee, that window is looking at me funny. He keeps on staring at me. Get it? Because it's a window. You look at it, it's like your reflection.
I love how amused you are.
Anyway.
Go die in a fire. Just like Cam. Leave us, just like everyone else. I mean Cameron exclusively. Only Cameron. Cameron, you better be watching.
Maybe he's
this.
just trying to be like that man that hides into the shadows naked. Maybe he's just doing that right now. He's right outside my window.
I thought you said like Batman. I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure Batman doesn't.
Well, Batman's
do
always
that,
in the shadows,
but
at least he puts clothes on, you know?
Not naked, yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, the Batman Arkham Knight TV cinematic trailer came out. Looks sick, guys. Check it out.
Let's end the podcast.
It's really cool.
Because
Do it. It looks amazing.
Yes.
Oh, that's the end. Oh,
So that's the end of the podcast.
I know. So sad. If you don't watch the next
Yes,
podcast,
let's end it on
I'll
that.
kill
Let's
you.
end it on that.
why are you sleeping?
I'm gonna go eat pancakes. I've had pancakes waiting for 2 or so hours.
Unconscious all over your face.
Spiders in your butt. Spiders in your butt.
And all
What?
faces.
Oh yeah, you better go eat those pancakes, otherwise the spiders will come get you. All the
And then I'll
spiders
put
will eat your...
cake mix all over your chest. And put spiders on there. What? I didn't say that. Who
What?
said that? You're weird.
Who said
It must be that
I
black
don't
guy
know. Who's a
standing in like
weirdo?
the background, trying to
Weirdo?
put naked black guy in the background.
Well, I don't know about you, but I certainly don't have that. I don't know. Like
I
maybe
thought there
there's
was
a
more.
naked man in Apple's
So
room.
he's like strange now.
Maybe he's
Like I'm
into
like
that.
I'm the person who's in the wrong now, and he's just staring naked. Ugh.
What the hell? I love like how when you have headphones and that you can actually hear if you like look back away from the mic and have your mouth against away from the mic. You're like, oh yeah, like this is just this like naked dude, like you know all the way over here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, don't worry, it's okay. I was just looking for the naked dude.
Hey, dude.
in
you
my
want
room
some,
right now.
You want some snacks? No. Okay. He doesn't want any snacks. Apparently, he doesn't like talking that much. What are you doing? Are you masturbating there?
Nothing. I think it's just... Never mind. Well, it's just because the dude is naked.
Well,
What
I
else
mean,
is he gonna
like,
do?
I don't know. What if you're naked? What is there to do? I mean, if you're naked, what is there to do? That's a good question.
Like, Or, you could just walk around and do
you could
normal
do some
duties,
normal
but naked.
duties. I try to make that sound sexy, but I can't do it.
Alex wants to go eat pancakes.
No pancakes for you.
Go eat
No
pancakes.
pancakes for you. He
Is
left.
Alex even there?
He's on
or
his
did he
pancake.
leave for pancakes? For pancakes? He's left, otherwise he would have said, yeah, I'm still here. I think, he just left it running so it wouldn't end the call. So lovely and thoughtful, Alex. So lovely and thoughtful.
Weird
While we're talking about
naked
weird
men
stuff.
stuff that naked men do, probably. Oh, jeez.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, I did it too to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Hey, now
context. If I didn't know what you... I did it too, just to make you feel better.
We're all doing it, so now we're all perverted. So now it's not.
Except Alex, because he's off eating pancakes. Alex should have brought his pancakes here. He should have just grabbed them and then, ate them with us.
Yeah.
Nobody would care. Unless he was, in the mic for, 5 hours. Then I'd be like, time to get out. Get out. But yeah, Alex doesn't really strike me as the really loud eater that makes lots of disgusting mouth noises. I could be wrong,
Well,
even if he
I
is
was
the mute button.
wrong
so-
about pretty much everything about him. I thought he was 17 years old. So I don't know. I'm not going to make any presumptions.
And he's like, no, I'm 5 years
Yeah,
older than you, mate. And then you're like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm the oldest one,
Yeah.
and Beatnik's in his late 20s. He's 10 years older than you, mate. Come on.
I know.
Bring up your game, Apple. We should probably end the podcast. We're kind of waiting for Alex to get
He's
back
pancake.
because
Too important.
but I think we should end it. So Alex says
It's good.
goodbye. And thank you guys for watching our podcast, all 3.5 probably hours.
I can't believe you
so
watched it.
thank you. And of course there will be the pre-podcast banter at the end of the podcast as usual. So I hope you guys check that out too. It's nothing very important. It's just us and our weird jokes, pretty much. Yeah, and our weird banter. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to let us know what you thought in the comments down below, and tell us what you liked, didn't like, and what other things you want to see. I think he's back. I heard a noise.
Oh my god, he's coming back to us.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's Alex back. Oh my god.
It's Alex.
Oh my god, it's totally there. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this moment for the rest of my life. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, we're high.
Tired.
Except for it's not.
Yeah, because we're so tired. We're trying. Our body's you're really tired, so I'm gonna try and
You
make
and me,
overcompensate.
we should do a tired let's play. Cause this is.
Yeah, we should do a midnight stream. It's like being drunk, but it's not
It's like being
detrimental
drunk
to our
for
health.
people who can't drink. For the under people who can't drink, getting tired is good enough.
Well, technically you can drink, and I can in a few months, legally.
Yeah.
You're allowed to, though, if you're at home in Australia, because for some reason in Australia we're, really, really loose with our drinking laws. We're really over the top with our gun laws, but I guess it was, over one of the biggest massacres in the whole entire world. So, maybe that has something to do with it, It's really weird though. I love how over here we have one massacre. A comedian brought this up. I can't remember who, but yeah, he brought this up. And he's like, okay, so in Australia we have one of the biggest massacres in the entire world. It was record breaking, and they take away they say no, we're taking away the guns. Too many people died, and we're like, yeah, that's cool. I don't really care. And then in America, they're like, oh yeah, there's like there's really bad massacres where like little children have died and that. And they're like, okay, let's take away the big guns. And then like the Americans are like, oh my gosh, you bastards, taking away our freedom and our rights. I have no idea what the hell that was. It must be a British thing.
Yeah.
We should probably actually end the podcast. Did we ever actually end the podcast?
Right.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.
Oh, so
His mic is muted. See you guys. Bye. Say goodbye, Alex.
Just do this.
Eat into the microphone. Just go.
That was
okay. I think that's a good point to end it
What
there.
was that?
See ya.
God, did you hear that bell, by the way?
Perfect. Okay, I've started recording, so.
Oh.
Any
so,
Tim, we can do this. Any Tim.
Any Tims?
Any Tim.
Any of the Tims? Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely any of the Tims. Like,
Ah.
really, for reals.
I need more colors. Yeah, damn it.
Guav!
I've got to finish. I've got to finish.
Guava is
This.
actually a pot, not
I thought guava
Wow.
was a fruit, so paste thing.
I don't think I'm spelling it
I
right.
don't know
though.
what it is. It's just apples
Isn't
like
guava?
guav.
No, guano is what I was thinking of.
Guava. I've heard about it somewhere. It's like, I think it's like a grayish type color.
Don't you mean like duck shell, eggshell?
I don't know. God damn. I don't know what I'm talking about. Jeez, you think I'm like sane or something?
I thought you were about to
So
say,
I
you think I'm like.
just Satan?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say.
Jeez, only Satan can spell and know what he's talking about. Jeez, guys.
Oh my gosh, like freaking. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Only Satine can spell.
Okay, I have no idea. I've searched it up, and this is what I got. I don't know what it. I have no idea what I'm looking at the moment. Apparently, it also can be in like shaking, trembling. Like if I'm accusing
Quave.
waving. Yeah, like
Yeah, that's a shaking. Shake, trembling was quave.
I love that joke in Wreck-It Ralph when Ralph's like, "Oh yeah, Satan,"
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And he's
Guav.
like, "It's like satine."
sit in.
Guave is a fruit. I told you it's a fruit.
Then,
No, I think it's wave.
then why did you look up quave? What?
I don't know how to spell it. God damn it!
Start the
Guave is a
podcast.
fruit.
Stop everything.
Okay, so according to Urban Dictionary, guave, the act of two women braiding their labia majoris together in the stimulation of resulting in thrusting of the hips, usually done in
Nice.
sexual gratification.
Oh,
Why
that
did you
sounds
search that site?
horrible.
Why did he search that site? You
Why
know
did
that,
you
that type of stuff is
tell
gonna pop up.
me?
God damn it.
Guave. Well, no, I searched guave. The first few results: exotic fruits, etche grave,
That's not the only
Guava.
exotic thing.
Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary is the fourth
it's
result.
red. It's a red. It's a red. It's a red. It's a red. Yes, it's a red. It's a red.
Alright, my fucking diamonds.
I think it's guave. A.
Bizarre.
I don't know how you say it, but
Yeah,
this
the
is how you spell it.
of guave is.
It's like a weird red.
It's guava.
Yes. I wasn't crazy.
Yeah. Guava is the name of the fruit I was just talking about for some reason.
Well, it's also.
Why is it called guava and guava? It comes up as
Well, it's
both
like-
results.
It's like an orange. Like the orange is a fruit and colors at the same time. I think. But like an orange is a fruit and a color at the same time. I think.
Oh boy, a YouTube video on how to eat guava.
Shh.
Oh.
What?
How do you eat it? Is it like an
don't
orange?
know.
Or...
I don't know.
Oh,
I'll find out.
watch
This
the
guy's
YouTube
very instructional.
video
He's poking it. You got to poke it a little bit. Oh no!
Oh.
It seems that you've got to cut it into pieces. Who would have guessed?
Oh.
I wouldn't. I thought it'd just be like, no, just peel it.
Oh yeah, my dad's like growing. I think it was like the 7 hottest chilies in the world. So whenever they grow fully, I'm going to be doing a chili challenge. And I will commit suicide by chili, pretty much. So
Yeah.
What chili is it? I like
there's
chilies.
ghost chilies. One's called a scorpion chili. One's like
I wanna
the
try that.
it's called the something reaper.
Isn't Ghost the hottest
Apparently it's
in
been
the world?
bumped down now. I think there's another one that's hotter or something, but yeah, pretty much he's growing like
Why would you
all
need
of
something
them.
hotter than a ghost
I
pepper?
don't know. But yeah,
A ghost pepper, you use it by like dabbing it on things. You don't like cut it up or anything.
yeah, I'll just
Yeah.
Dab it
eat
on
the whole
things,
thing
it's
and
that
I'll
hot.
hate myself. I won't be able to feel my tongue for like years.
I don't think you will be able to. I think it will actually cause you physical harm.
It
I
probably
think they
will.
usually use them I guess they make them into a paste and then they put it in like huge like colanders of stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe. Like, I know that most people basically dab it on stuff for flavouring.
My dad's Asian, so he'd probably eat that by itself.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
It's like, I don't need a stomach,
yeah,
don't worry.
his version, like he has like an iron stomach and tongue. Like his version of a normal amount of chili is like tons, and it's like, you know, tons of seeds and the smallest chilies you can get, and it's so hot that it makes me want to cry. Like literally, I'll eat some of his food, his spicy food, and I'm like, oh, kill me.
I'm like the
Definition of hot, he's just got buckets and buckets of ghost peppers.
And he just
I
sits
have,
there on the
like, a
couch
chili
eating
powder
the
every day.
chilies.
as well myself. I'm trying to get like the hotter chilies of the ghost pepper, but my parents won't let me because they said that I'll probably will
You're gonna
die.
say probably because you'll die. They don't want their son dying.
So I've just got I
only got
can't
ghost
remember, some
peppers.
jalapenos and stuff like that.
Jalapenos. it's
Jalap-
jalapenos.
I'm saying
Yeah,
jalapenos because that's how I say
Jalapenos.
it.
What?
Because you're wrong. You are
Deal with it.
wrong.
Deal
Yeah,
with
my
it.
dad said.
Anyway,
Oh,
what? We're supposed to have started the podcast like 20
yeah.
minutes ago.
Dad
Yes.
You
keeps
some
saying.
kind of retard.
Dad keeps saying jalapenos, and I'm like, it's pronounced H in Spanish. Dad laughed.
I win.
Wow. I just spilt water on
Okay.
myself. I do this every podcast. I always spill water on myself at one point.
Stop pouring water down yourself.
It was an
Hey, put this time.
accident.
Oh,
Yeah, sure, accident.
To be fair, it is hot though, so you can just like pour water over yourself.
Not in Melbourne, or not in my area,
No.
anyway.
Then you're lucky, aren't you?
Mhm.
Like
like those
dying
car
of
wash girls
sweat
just
right
like
here.
pours a glass of water over her head, just like shakes her head around.
In slow motion.
Like a dog, bro.
Yeah, they do
Dad
that,
just
like,
walks
you
in
know,
and just like, what the hell are you doing, daughter?
they do that in
Stop
like
it.
movies and that, and it like looks, you know, it's meant to look sexy and that. But if I did it, I'd look like the biggest retard. I would look like
I'd
the
look
most
sexy.
like clunkiest chick out there.
I still think they look pretty weird when they do it, even in the movies. I don't know. I'm just weirded out because it's like a slow motion and like.
I'm like, who flicks their hair like
you know?
that? Just casually, I never
Yeah.
do. Unless it's really windy, then I will.
Willow Smith.
Oh, yeah, well, that's... That whole family, let's not even talk about the children. Like, Jaden Smith wants to chop off his penis because he thinks his gender doesn't define him. But it's like, dude, even
Wait,
if you
what?
do that, you are still technically, like, born a dude. And there's nothing you can do about that because you were born a dude.
It's
Right,
not
you
even
get
like
sex change.
surprising.
Yeah, it's not.
Just, that is just so Jade.
Yeah.
Like, that is just classic.
He should have his
you.
own show that's so Jaden.
That's so Jaden, yeah. It's a continuation of That's
yeah,
So Raven.
except at least like Raven, like, you know, like actually
Didn't try and cut her tits
Yeah.
off or something.
she wasn't
Wait, what?
That'd been really traumatic for kids. Today, That's So Raven, That's So Raven cuts off her tits. My gender does not define me. Douche.
I'm getting a double mastectomy. Why?
Because my gender doesn't define me.
Like, yeah.
It's so dumb.
That's my reason.
I won't even have something to pee out of. I'll just have nothing there. I'll be flat. It'll all come up my butt.
I'll never pee again.
It's like, how
Yay.
can genitals be real if our eyes aren't real? Okay, we should
Yeah,
start.
start the show.
Fucking hell.
Gee. Is it like this every time?
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah.
How do you get anything like
We
done?
don't.
I
We don't.
'Cause normally I say, shouldn't we start the podcast 3 or 4 more times than I have done already?
Or one just does,
Yeah.
I usually just sit here and wait and go, well, I'm only gonna get no sleep anyway. Like you assholes are talking about
Jaden Smith.
this strange
Jaden Smith's genital mutilation.
I can just imagine
Most
Tom
greatest topics.
sitting there just shaking his head, like, while he's silent, just sitting there shaking his head the whole time.
Just perpetually
Yeah.
shaking. He's got like a machine that shakes his head for him because his neck just gets tired.
It's like he has to get neck surgery now because he's been shaking his head too much.
Oh god, he's like an owl. He can like shake his head all the way back.
God.
60 shake.
Shakes his head back.
Let's start the podcast.
Yeah,
Come on.
let's start.
Oh,
Alex.
Yeah.
Do it.
I was stretching my mouth because my mouth hurts from laughing. Right. Everyone
Okay,
ready?
yep.
No, I'm not ready. Can I have another hour?
No.
No.
Oh man.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the JunkCast. Yeah, I fucked that up.
Todd.
Do you want me to do that
If
again?
you want.
Because I was about to say Clusterjunk.
Yeah.
They're both going in anyway. Colours is just gonna be like, nah.
It all goes
Yeah.
to the end anyway.
What episode are we on? even? I don't even know.
17.
Whoa.
Yeah, wow.
That's amazing.
So amazing.
Right.
I think. I don't know.
Right.
You scary skeleton.
Are we starting that again? Or...
I'm trying to. I'm trying to, but
Sorry.
everyone keeps talking.
So you got
Tom
spooked, is what
starts
you're trying to
singing.
say. You spooked,
Got
but it's
spooked,
spooky skeleton.
You done goofed.
You didn't.
Okay.
Anyway. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Clusterjunk podcast. Today.